What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. If you are already past midnight, if not, we still got about 27 minutes or so before the new year over here. But Happy New Year to all of you. And hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's being safe. Just seemed like a good night to go live. I was just sitting around, was just watching some TV, and I was like, you know what? We got a lot of news. We got a lot of news. Hot Toys decided to give us a lot of stuff right at the end of the year, right in the closing moments. And I thought, hey, what the hell? Let's talk about it. Nicepool is on the thumbnail. But I also know that there is the Jack Sparrow blogger photos. We also got Darth Malgus from the Legends line. We also have some of their announcements about the licensing they're going to be doing in 2025. Star Wars Japan 2025, Star Wars Celebration, excuse me, in Japan 2025. So we got a lot of stuff going on. But I wanted to address that real quick. Even though Nicepool is on the thumbnail, I just made that thumbnail. I was trying to get this live going. So when you see if you're here, you're probably not going to check out the replay. But when you see the replay, the thumbnail will have some other stuff on it as well. But I wanted to get that out there. But again, just want to stress, I do know that a lot of you are hyped about the Darth Malgus, and we will be talking about it. I don't know how long we're going to be live. I guess just however long I feel like it, to be honest with you, and however long you guys feel like it. Let's go ahead and check in with the chat. Thank y'all for being here. Again, Happy New Year. Happy upcoming New Year. And let's ring in the new year together, man. Let's ring it in together and have a good time talking about collectibles, figures, life, whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do. Let's check in with you guys. We got Jagron 2 in the building. Lane is in the building, everybody. He says Nicepool's cool. But tonight is all about Darth Malgus, the betrayer himself. And we're going to talk about it, Lane. We're going to talk about it, man. Thanks for being here, Lane. Really appreciate you. Happy New Year, man. We got X-Men Supreme in the building saying, man, I just sat down with my Crunchwrap Supreme and looky here, LOL. Man, that sounds fantastic. Good old Crunchwrap Supreme to bring in the new year, dude. I respect that a lot, man. I respect that a lot. Thanks for being here, man, and Happy New Year to you. Valkyrie Magnus saying a lot of announcements tonight. You're not lying, Valkyrie. A lot of announcements, man. It seems like they wanted to get out a few more things for the new year. They probably saw a lot of people were a little bit disappointed with still no word about the Artisan Anakin and said, you know what? Let's give him something in the year. Let's give him something in the year, and we'll regroup, and we'll see you back in 2025. Happy New Year to all of you in the chat. Tucker Hall in the building saying, I honestly thought we were getting a Winter Soldier announcement tonight, but oh well. Happy New Year, everyone. That's what I thought too, man. I really thought that we would be getting that, but we didn't. And the only thing I could think of is that that'll be something they announce. I would think soon. I would think soon for that. Still got a lot of stuff they've teased and haven't announced, so maybe they're holding some stuff back to give us some stuff at the very beginning of the year. It's usually kind of from what I understand anyway, kind of a slower time. So maybe they're just holding back. I don't know. X-Men Supreme says, saying what's up to Lane, Magnus, and Tucker. Valkyrie Magnus wanting to let everybody know that that he's wishing you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Valkyrie. And X-Men says, and what a year it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy year. Last Casual Friday, if you didn't check out Last Casual Friday, we had a really nice conversation about I'm definitely picking up a new strategy going into 2025 with my collecting. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm definitely going to have a different strategy going into next year than as opposed to this year. And, Hot Toys just keeps giving you stuff that you want. They keep giving you stuff that you want. They keep saying, hey, you know what? You think you're going to be able to say no, but here's this. So, again, an exciting time, man. It gives us a lot to talk about and get hyped for. Malgus, that Malgus for Emperor is excited. If you know someone who's excited for the Darth Malgus announcement, maybe the guy who has Malgus for Emperor as his name and has this as his profile picture probably is excited about Darth Malgus. And he says it's Malgus time. It's Morbin time. No, but thanks for being here, Malgus. Really appreciate you, man. Happy New Year to you. Hope you're doing well. Valkyrie Man is telling me Happy New Year, Justin. Valkyrie, send you, man. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Hopefully You're having a safe and happy new year. Prosty Shinobi in the building saying Hot Toys went crazy. Happy New Year, Justin. Happy New Year to you as well, Prosty. Thanks for being here, man. They absolutely did, and they're just continuing to go crazy and crazy and crazy and give us more and more and more than we can even handle, man. But it's exciting. It's fun to talk about. It's exciting. We got a couple of announcements to talk about. Got a even some blogger photos are released to talk about, and some IP news, which I thought was really cool, like them sharing some of their licenses going into 2025. No surprises on that, but still some stuff to talk about. Yagron 2 says, I just got in Lord Starkiller yesterday, man. So many figures still coming. Yeah, that's me too. I'm bracing myself for impact. I am bracing myself for impact because Jack Sparrow blogger photos. I just the invoice for the Paul Atreides in art came in for me, and that figure looks absolutely phenomenal from the stuff I've seen. So again, I'm staying true at least to like I mean, there was other figures I wanted to pre-order and pick up just because it was around the holidays. I was like, hey, let's treat myself to a few figures. And I said, no, just go pay off some of the stuff you already have waiting. So again, man, I'm expecting to be hit with a few as well. So yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting start to the year for sure. We got Phil DeBurn in the house saying hello. What's up, Phil DeBurn? Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for being here. Happy New Year to you. Clinton Martin saying Happy New Year, folks. Happy New Year to you as well, Clint. Thanks for being here, dude. Hope you're doing well as well. That sounds right. Hope you're doing well as well. Brandon says popping in to say Happy New Year, everyone. Excited for Nicepool. Same here, Brandon. Same here. Thanks for popping in, man. Hopefully you're having a safe and Happy New Year as well, dude. And thank you for popping in to say hello, man. Really appreciate you, dude. We got Christian Lopez in the building, man. He says, what up? Hoping for Artisan Squid Games. Me as well. I'm trying to make this last, Christian, the Squid Game. I'm about 2 or 3 episodes in. Probably just going to binge it tomorrow, to be honest with you. I'll have it done in the next 2 days, but I've been anticipating that so much, man. I try to make these last, but then you got to deal with spoilers, this whole thing. So I'm just gonna have to end up finishing it earlier than I wanted to, but enjoying it so far. And yeah, dude, I would love to see some Squid Game figures. That'd be really cool. But thanks for being here, Christian. Happy New Year to you, man. Tucker Hall says also, how is that Captain Jack released so fast? I don't know, man. This is what's getting like. I mean, again, I don't want to complain about it because it's like it's cool. It's like, hey, man, we're getting stuff pretty fast, but it does kind of mess with your when you're kind of planning out these releases, it does kind of mess with that a little bit. Like I thought that this would be earliest March 2025. And again, by the time we actually get it from Sideshow, who knows when we'll actually get it. But yeah, man, it's crazy how quick these turnarounds are happening, man. We're seeing it with all these companies with InArt and Hot Toys specifically, with like how quick these turnarounds are happening. And man, it's wild, dude. It's wild. Clinton Martin says Darth Malgus. Yeah, absolutely, man. We're talking about it. Even though Nicepool's on the thumbnail, we're obviously going to be talking about everything that's been announced tonight. I've always wanted to use, so I'm going to switch it over to the thumbnail real quick. For whatever reason, I just really wanted to use that like photo. I wanted that to be front and center. I just thought that was hilarious, dude, and I just wanted that to be it. So again, if you catch the replay, I'll have Malgus, I'll have Jack Sparrow, but just for this, man, just because I wanted to get a quick thumbnail made so we can go live tonight. That's the one I saw, man. I was like, dude, let's just use this one. This is such an awesome photo, man. Might as well use it. Let's see who else we got in the building. Everybody saying what's up to each other. Love to see that. Everybody wishing each other Happy New Year. Love to see that, man. Always love seeing that. Mitchell Lawrence coming in saying my wallet is safe. LOL, Happy New Year. I know, Mitchell. I know what you're waiting on, man. I know you're waiting on Predator. I know you're waiting on. We got Xenomorph, but I know you're waiting on more Predator stuff. I don't know if you're like me. I'm really hoping we get that Rain announcement pretty soon from Romulus. And but yeah, man, I know what you're hyped for, man. So when that finally drops, dude, I know you're gonna be in the chat hyped for that, man. So it's always nice when these announcements come out and you can say, hey, man, these look cool, but my wallet's safe. Because right now there's so much coming out that it's hard to, at least for me, it's hard to kind of be able to say this sometimes. So that's awesome, man. But thanks for being here, Mitchell. I hope you're doing well, dude. Happy New Year to you. Procy says, I'm excited about the Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary, probably new Vader coming, and also DC 90th anniversary. I am too. We're going to talk about this a little bit. I'm excited, but at the same time, I have learned not to hold out too much hope for the anniversary stuff. And again, like, whether it be, 20th, we got the 10th anniversary of Force Awakens. We have this last year we had 25th of Phantom Menace. So again, man, you just never know. Like I was really disappointed with the Phantom Menace offerings. And we'll get into that here in a little bit, but I'm with you. I'm excited still, but I'm hoping we get more stuff, man. And if you hear, we're probably going to be hearing fireworks, guys. I don't know if y'all picked that up on y'all's end, but if you hear stuff, there is some fireworks going on. So just to throw that out there. Um, Malgus is this excited. Somebody asked how excited Malgus for Emperor was for Darth Malgus, and he is this excited. We got Brad Cormack in the building saying, "Hey, Justin, what's up, Brad? Hope you're doing well, man. Happy New Year to you, or happy upcoming New Year, whatever time zone you were in. Hope you're doing well, man." Yagron2 says, "My Jack Sparrow just got paid off this month, so I'm good on him. XP, I still got Joker from Hot Toys and ATRT with ARF Trooper coming. I still have Joker I'm waiting on. I'm going to have to settle for Sculpted on that. Just the price for the Artisan right now is just too high for me. I would love to have the Artisan, but I'm going to be happy with the Sculpted. That one's pretty much paid off, so I'm waiting on that one. And then yeah, Jack Sparrow. I think I forgot what I think I have another payment left on Jack Sparrow, but I'll have to double check. But yeah, man, this is cool, man. I'm excited for you to get that ATRT in, man. Who else we got here? Clinton Martin says he thinks the Captain Jack looks a bit off, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, Clinton. But Clinton is already putting his opinion out there that he thinks it looks a bit off. Brad Cormack is wondering, like he is every stream we're on, he wants to know where the hell tech is. That's what he wants to know. He wants to know where it is. He wants to know where tech is, and he wants answers. He wants answers, plain and simple. Yagron 2 says, and some are taking longer and backing into release windows for other figures. And this is in context to what we were just talking about with how quickly we're starting to get some of these turnarounds. And again, on one side of it, it's awesome because it gives us something to talk about, especially if you're on YouTube, and you have, gives you like material to do videos and streams on. So on one hand, it's like a lot of fun because there's down months where nothing's happening and like you wish for days where you had some more stuff to talk about. But on the flip side of that, it does just feel like yesterday, man. And maybe this is just how fast time goes and how fast this year's gone. But I it's like we were just talking about the announcement, and this is an Artisan, and we're already getting it, And so, yeah, man, it's crazy. And plus, like Ron already being out for Men Art, Paula Atreides already being out for Men Art. Like it's just wild how quick the turnaround's happening right now, man. So it's definitely catching some people off guard, and maybe this is the new normal going forward. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Yagron thinks that the Nicepool looks like my Hot Toys figure. I appreciate that, man. I'm going to take that all day and twice on Sunday, man. I appreciate this, Lane. I really do. Who else do we got here? We got Christian Crosshair Cooper, or some people in the community call him Christian. No, thanks so much for being here, man. He says, Justin and everyone chat, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, Christian. I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for being here. Tucker Hall with a great question. You think in-game Wanda will release soon? At this point, I don't know. I'll just be honest. I have no clue, but I will say I think that it'll be at least another month or two. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Hot Toys will surprise me. Hot Toys will surprise me for sure. Who else we got in the building? We got Clint Martin saying, I want all of the pools, but alas, I cannot afford them. Star Wars is my main IP, but man, Nicepool looks great in my opinion. Yeah, I'm very excited about the Nicepool. We're going to talk about that first, and then we're going to jump into Darth Malgus. So just so you know, so if you're kind of like looking at the time, you're like, man, I got to do this, this, and this. Like, we're going to start with Nicepool. We're going to go into Darth Malgus. We're going to finish up with all the licensing and Jack Sparrow stuff. But I'm mainly going to spend tonight talking mainly about the two announcements as opposed to the release of Jack Sparrow. I'll probably save more of those thoughts for Casual Friday, just for the sake of time. I want to make sure we spend as much time as possible on the two new announcements. So, um, Christian saying Artisan Jack Sparrow coming soon and Darth Malgus. Let's go. Yeah, man, we're gonna be talking about those blogger photos, man, and we're gonna be talking about the promotional images from Darth Malgus as well. X-Men Supreme says, I'm wondering if Nicepool is going to be one that ends up in the bargain bin. I don't think so, man. But you would know, X-Man. You would know, man. I'm gonna defer to you on this. But I actually think this one's gonna be pretty sought after, in my opinion. Again, I'm just going based on what I like, and I'm excited for it. Like we finally get a Reynolds head sculpt. Hopefully we get an actual Deadpool, regular Deadpool head sculpt too. But I personally, this was the variant that I was really hoping for, and we got it. So I'm personally excited for it, man. But again, I'll defer to you, man. It could be, but I'm pretty hyped for it. Clinton Martin says it's 9:33 p.m. here. How many of you are living in the future? Well, I don't know, man. I'm on Central Time, so it's going to be the new year in about 22 minutes. So I don't know where people are from and all that. So that's why I keep saying Happy New Year. Like it's either already your New Year or it's coming up or it's happened. So but yeah, MB Dyson saying Happy New Year all. No Nicepool for me. Start the year by saving. This is a great strategy, and this is a strategy I'm going to be taking into 2025 as well. Definitely going to have to let some pieces go. Definitely going to have to readjust my strategy going forward. And again, we talked about this all on my last live stream of Casual Friday, so I won't get into that again. But yeah, I think that's a great strategy, man. Like you got to pick and choose, man. And there's a lot of stuff coming out, and it's not as easy just to say absolutely I'm getting that anymore. You know, you kind of have to think about it, and I'm trying to do a better job on my streams of not always saying like, oh man, I gotta have it. You know, because then if I really think about it later and I let the hype wear off for a few days, I'm like, okay, well maybe I'll pick this up at a later date. So we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. Prost says, yeah, I get it. I feel the last few Star Wars anniversaries have not been that great. I was also expecting more from each one, so I understand what you mean, Justin. Yeah, and that's the only thing, Prost. I mean, again, dude, like, let's be hyped. Like, let's see what they bring us, right? But the anniversary stuff, man, like, just based on what I saw this year with Phantom Menace, dude, I mean, the mall announcement was sick. But man, I was just wanting a lot more, man. We got so much from Attack of the Clones that I'm just disappointed we didn't get more from Phantom Menace. I feel like that's the movie from the prequel trilogy to pretty much go all in on a little bit. But Revenge of the Sith, dude, there could be some great stuff coming out of that as well. We've already seen a few pieces get announced for that this year. So again, man, we'll see what happens. But let's stay hyped. But also, I'm going to keep my expectations in check with the anniversary releases and just see what happens. We got fan 1381. Forgive me if I messed this up, fan 1381, but it said would definitely prefer a younger Jack Sparrow sculpt. I've heard a lot of people say this. I heard a lot of people are saying that they would really like to see a Curse of the Black Pearl Jack Sparrow, and I'm 100% on board with that. I'm just hyped to get a Jack Sparrow, dude. Like Jack Sparrow was one of my arguably the top announcement like of this year. Again, like there's a handful of them that I would put like in the top of my favorite announcements this year, and Jack Sparrow is definitely one of them. So I'm extremely hyped for this one. And when I go to make cuts and adjustments to my pre-order list, like Jack Sparrow's always at the top, like not even going to be a question. I'm picking it up, so I'm very hyped for this one, man. But yes, a Curse of Black Pearl Jack Sparrow would be amazing. That'd be really cool. X-Men says they need to start releasing the stuff that I don't have on order and stop early dropping the stuff I do have on order. That's the thing, man. That's what's happening, dude. That's what's happening. Like, I'm with you on this, man. I mean, again, on on one side of me, it's like, dude, we're getting this early. This is really cool. And then the other side of me, I'm like, well, shit, like that. I wasn't expecting that for another like 5 months. So I thought that everything was going to be good, but now I have to like move some funds around. Now I have to let some pre-orders go. Like maybe I have to switch these to a payment plan or whatever. So it is kind of throwing a wrench in a lot of especially people that collect a lot smarter than me and have like spreadsheets and like know when stuff's coming. It's definitely throwing a wrench into that for sure, man. Ibby Dyson says that Flash might be released soon. I got a delay email from Sideshow. Soon after I got one on Batman, he was released. Dude, this is what I'm seeing as well. This is what I'm seeing as well. Like the same thing happened with, obviously they have delayed Artisan Anakin. Um I believe they delayed the Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones recently. There's been a few that they've delayed. Same thing happened with Bane. Like they delayed Bane. They delayed Spider-Man 2099, but then like collectors were getting it pretty quickly after that. So I have noticed that trend as well, man. Clinton says, "How you figure? I was waiting for you to do a live after seeing these releases and announcement. Thanks, man. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, man. I'm appreciative that you guys are here. I wasn't sure how many people would be in on New Year's Eve, and then I started thinking, like, well, I'm not doing anything on New Year's Eve. I'm just sitting around, just you know, watching TV. So maybe some people are out doing stuff, but at least they can catch the replay. And I'm not. I wasn't going to be able to go live tomorrow. I got some stuff I got to do tomorrow. I don't know if anybody's college football fans, but college football playoffs is going on. So Texas is playing at 12. So I'm very excited for that. But, but yeah, it just felt right to go live tonight, man. So I appreciate all you being here, man. I appreciate you, Clinton. Um, Christian says that he has the Artisan Jack on PO. So hyped. I am too, Christian. I'm like really, really hyped for this, dude. I cannot wait. This is one of those ones that I always talk about, like just such a great standalone piece. I'm not saying I wouldn't collect anything else from Pirates, but like to have Jack Sparrow in the collection, man, especially with that diorama base, especially with that artisan. And we're gonna get to that first, man. That's gonna be our first one. We got Illusion Entity in the chat, man. It's so good to see you, Illusion Entity. Thanks for being here, man. Really appreciate you. Happy New Year to you. He says, "Hey, dude, hope you're doing good." Same for you, man. I really appreciate you being in the chat, man, and hope you're doing well. And let me know if you're hyped for any of these, man. Let me know if you're hyped. We got Machiavelli the Dawn in the building saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, Machiavelli the Dawn. Thanks for being here, man. And let me know if you're hyped for any of these, man. Let me know if you're hyped for any of these announcements or any of this news that's happened today. Valkyrie says I'm in Seattle, so 9:39 p.m. So there you go. So we got some some West Coast New Year's still waiting to have their New Year's celebration. We're about 15 minutes away here in Central Time, so we'll see. And here's Illusion Indy saying, Nicepool is a big old meh. Malgus is the real star today, 100%. And I wanted to put, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but when I get finished with this live, I'm going to be putting Malgus on the thumbnail. I'm going to be putting Jack Sparrow on the thumbnail as well. I wanted to just get a quick thumbnail made. So I'm glad y'all decided to stop by. We will for sure be talking about Malgus. We might even kick things off with, no, we'll kick things off with Deadpool and then we'll go into Malgus. So we're going to spend most of our time on those two things. Tucker says, for those who want Nicepool, good for you. But my personal opinion, that head sculpt looks like he wants to watch me sleep rather than being nice. We'll have to take a look at that, man. I'm gonna have to zoom in on some of these head sculpt. I haven't really got a chance to look at all of them except to use one for a thumbnail. So I'm excited to kind of see what's going on. Brad Cormack says he's probably gonna pass on Nicepool. I totally get it. I mean, I totally understand this. Clinton Martin says, I literally woke up this morning saying I was not going to PO anything in 2025 to catch up on everything. So, I mean, if I PO everything tonight, technically I'm not lying, right? I need enabling. Clinton, this is my thought process today because I just had this huge speech on Casual Friday where I was like, it's going to have to change. We're going to have to do this, and this. But I have said from the outset, like Nicepool, I actually have not put the regular Deadpool on order yet. I keep seeing so many people getting like messed up Deadpools with like broken pegs and all that stuff. So I've kind of held off on that because I just wanted to see if they were going to start fixing that or if there was. I really held off to see if there was going to be one with the Ryan Reynolds head sculpt. And I'm not saying Nicepool will be the one Deadpool I'd want to have in the collection, but if this is the only one that's going to have a head sculpt, so I'm kind of waiting to see on this one. I mean, done are the days where I feel like I got to pre-order everything unless it's like a limited drop. But I'm kind of in the same boat, man. I'm wanting to catch up on what I already am excited for. It's going to be tough, man, but I'm challenging myself to this as well, trying to pre-order less going into 2025, or at least try to be more strategic with my pre-ordering. Illusion Entity just says, do it. I just spit everywhere. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Illusion Entity is enabling you, Clinton. So Illusion Entity is there for you, man. You said you needed enabling, and Illusion Entity says, hold my beer. Because you need to get to ordering right now. Order it immediately, he says. Um, Illusion Indy says weird that Hot Toys releases stuff like Revan and Star Killer, but other stuff that went up for PO over a year ago is now delayed. That's what we've been talking about, dude. Like it's been really strange, like what's getting pushed early and what's getting held back. It's very strange, man. So we'll see if that's a trend that continues in 2025. Clinton Martin says it's weird that Sideshow moved my Revan payment plan up due to early release, but they didn't do that for Star Killer. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Christian's really hyped for the Sith anniversary, going to get everything in that line. Um, yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. The prequel stuff's gonna be tough for me to say no to, but I can. I know that I can. And there's one or two pieces from Sith that I will not be able to say no to, and everything else I might just have to take like the long game approach to it. But there's one or two pieces from Revenge of the Sith that if they announce it, it's like it's an easy PO or like an easy pickup. Might not even pre-order it. I'll pick it up later. You know what I mean? Eric Heinke says, hello, everyone. Nicepool, Darth Malgus. Please, more Old Republic figures. This is what I'm so excited for people. I'm so excited for people that are just hyped beyond out of their mind for Malgus, for all the Legends lines, for the Old Republic stuff. Like, I really like that era or that corner. I don't even want to call it corner because it's a massive corner, but like that corner of Star Wars, I'm not as versed in that as a lot of you guys are. So I'm super hyped for you guys, man. And I know this Malgus announcement is just hype level 10 out of 10 for you guys. Christian says that Revenge of the Sith is one of his favorite movies of all time. And he says Ohio State's playing tomorrow. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be a great game, man. Ohio State, Oregon, that's gonna be a hell of a game, dude. Can't wait to can't wait to bring in the new year, man. Just watching some football and just, relaxing, dude, and maybe pre-ordering some figures. Who knows? No, I don't know. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Clinton's disappointed in Boise State tonight. I'm a Fresno State fan, so I was pulling for them. Yeah, they had their opportunities, man. They had their opportunities, and they just too many turnovers, man. They had a couple fumbles, they had a couple interceptions, and just every time they started moving the ball, they just kind of kicked themselves in the foot, missed some field goal stuff. They were right there, man. A couple different plays go a different way. They might have prevailed tonight, but yeah. X-Men Supreme says I have deluxe Artisan Jack on order as well, but if I get that email before a couple of others show up, I'm gonna have to let him go. And X-Men, this is the reality of it, man. I mean, this is the reality of it, dude. And I don't, I hate this for you, but you know, like I've told you before in the other streams, dude, like you're doing a good job at least of like prioritizing what you want to prioritize. And you've been telling me for a while, like, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine line's like your priority, man. So if it's not in that realm, not saying you're gonna easily be able to let this stuff go, but if it's not in that realm for you, like, so you're doing a good job kind of staying true to what you've been saying all year, man. So good for you on that, X-Man. Brad Cormack says he's a big college football fan. My alma mater beat Alabama today. Go Blue, dude. That was a shocking game. And Michigan, even though they had a tough year this year, they ended the year like as good as you could have ended it, beating Ohio State and then winning this bowl game against Alabama, dude. That's a lot of momentum going into next year. And I know they got that big 5-star quarterback coming in next year as well, man. So happy for you getting that win, dude. X-Men Supreme still waiting on Ladypool. Yeah, man. I mean, let me know when you get the email for that one, dude, because I'm kind of taking the long approach on the Deadpool Wolverine line. Kind of, I'm for sure getting Deadpool and Wolverine and X-23 probably, and then we'll talk about Nicepool here in a minute. But that line is could be a kind of like that No Way Home line, man. Where like just each thing that comes out, you're like, damn it, I need to add that as well. Eric Heinke's going to pass on Nicepool, but Darth Malgus, hell yes, I love that, dude. I love that. Clinton says I need to get the third-party Deadpool head sculpt. Yeah, I probably will. I probably will. Again, I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. Like again, man, I just get nervous when I see people getting their figures in, and I know they'll make it right or whatever. Like if you get it through Sideshow or whatever, but like already seeing leg pegs broken off and stuff, it just makes me a little reluctant. So I've kind of been waiting to see if there's going to be another Deadpool release with the Reynolds head sculpt, and we'll see because I'm waiting on the Wolverine, obviously the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. So as soon as that's announced, that's when I'm going to be making sure I have a Deadpool in the collection as well. And it's definitely a priority for me to get a Deadpool. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said that didn't make me a little nervous, seeing all the QC issues people have been having. X-Men doesn't think Nicepool is going to be a hot commodity unless they just print so few of him. that the few who actually want him pick him up, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, this could definitely be the case. This could definitely be the case, X-Man. No question about that. Clinton says, how you figure also, I heard they changed the ankles on the later releases of Deadpool. Not sure if that is true. I hope it's true. I hope it's true, man. Collection of says, hey, Justin, Happy New. I think he means Happy New Year, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe just send Happy New figure announcement day. Thanks for being here, Collection Obsession. I hope you're doing well, man. We got Yomo in the building. Happy New Year to Collection Obsession. Happy New Year to Yomo saying, yo, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, Yomo. Thank you for being here. I'm reading ahead. Clinton Martin says background music. I have some background music on. I can turn it up a little bit. Let me know if you can hear it. I don't have it super loud, but I have it about the levels a little lower than the levels I usually have it, just because when I was rewatching to make sure like that everything was sounding good on the last episode, like I feel like I had the volume a little too high. So let me know if you can hear it now. X-Men says, I know that Sideshow just sent the Lady Pool email to someone I know, and I ordered mine through Underground, so we'll see. Yeah, then you should be getting it pretty quick. Ray usually gets his, from what I can tell, like pretty soon thereafter, X-Men. So, and then X-Men Supreme says, I got Revan through Underground, and he came to me the week after he was released or so. So all bets are off, man. Yeah, for sure, man. And we are caught up with the chat. And Clinton, I just saw your background music. Hopefully you can. And Clint says he can't hear any music. No music for anybody, huh? All right, let's try this. I don't really know what to do with this. Can everybody hear it now? Let me turn it up to a little bit louder. If y'all can't hear it now, it must just be something with everybody can hear it now? All right. I have it on 5 right now. All right, if I just blew everybody's eardrums out, I'm sorry. I can't tell on my end. Like I have these on and I can hear the music, but depending on how you're, hopefully you can hear it now. But anyway, here we go. Let's jump into it. Real quickly though, Collection of says, I'm hoping my waitlisted Artisan Jack Sparrow converts. I don't want to guarantee anything, but I would think that this is highly probable. I think this is highly probable, especially if people are getting this invoice right at the same time they're getting a lot of other stuff. So yeah. All right, let's take a look. Let's get into this. Let's take a look at some of these images here with the Nicepool figure. And again, we're going to talk about this in Malgus for the most part. We'll get to Jack Sparrow, but if we don't get to Jack Sparrow tonight, we will talk about him as a topic on Casual Friday, this upcoming Friday. So I'm just throwing that out there because I definitely want to talk more about the announcements just because this is a pretty cool night for some announcements. So I definitely want to spend some time there. So the other two things I want to discuss that we might wait till Casual Friday will be the Jack Sparrow blogger images and then the licensing announcement that Hot Toys made with what's coming up. Like we might just talk about that a lot on Friday. Like what can we expect from this line? What can we expect from this line? That sort of thing. So let me pull up these images. Give me 1 second so I can make sure that we can take a look at this Nicepool. And just a really cool announcement to end the year on. And I think we're here. All right, so here we go. We're going to start. We're just going to start out of order on this. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to start out of order. And we're going to do a little share screen. Give me 1 second. One of these days I'll have this prepared before the stream starts. But until then. All right, so let's take a look. All right, I think we're good now. All right, here we go. So we got the Nicepool, the Deadpool and Wolverine variant here. And again, we're going to go out of order. So I don't know what pictures are going to show up. I just kind of pulled up all of these at random. Um, so here we go. I mean, everybody's going to be focused on, of course, the head sculpt and the hair sculpt. So we're going to talk about that. But what I can tell you that I like right out of the gate is I think that the sculpted hair looks really good. I really do. I think the sculpted hair looks really good. I'm actually very happy with the sculpted hair. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but I actually feel like you're seeing like some individual strands, like you're kind of seeing some, some volume with the hair. Even though right here over the shoulder, we kind of saw this with like the Thor Love and Thunder figure, like, you're going to get kind of that, a little bit of that like spaghetti strand look a little bit. It's just inevitable when you do long sculpted hair like this. But for the most part, I like how this all seems kind of individually laying on the shoulder kind of naturally here. And I think the ponytail looks pretty good as well. So again, I do think they did a really good job with that. So we'll start with that. Let's go to some other pictures here. Again, I think that the suit looks really good. I think that the head sculpt for the most part looks good. I think that this smiling face is interesting to me. They usually have a tough time with stuff like this, but I actually think that this looks pretty decent, to be honest with you. I really do. I thought that this would kind of make or break the head sculpt, and on some angles I think it looks better than others. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with that. You kind of see here you're getting some golden guns with this one as well, which I think is really interesting because that was a big like selling point for the special edition. So you're getting these golden guns, it looks like, with Nicepool as well. The katana swords look cool. The earring right here, nice attention to detail. I think the 5 o'clock shadow beard looks really good. And again, the suit just looks good to me. And again, I know this is, for the again, I don't have a Deadpool, so you're gonna have to tell me about this the Deadpool suit that just came out, Deadpool and Wolverine. But man, I mean, it's hard not to like this sculpt. Again, a small part of me thinks that the forehead might be a little too big and the eyes might be a little low. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but that's the one thing that I'm noticing that I'm not like loving. But I also think I'm just looking at it too long. And like when I first saw this, when I was kind of trying to get a thumbnail image of it, I thought it looked really good. So again, I think it looks great personally. Is it perfect? I don't think so. But, that's the only thing I could see. Like the forehead just kind of seems a little, maybe I'm just being too like, too specific, but the forehead is the one thing that feels off. It's either the forehead or like the eyes are a little too low. But regardless, I'm really liking this. I think it's great that they went with the smiling sculpt because I just feel like that was part of it. I mean, it is Nicepool, so I'm so glad that they went with this sculpt. Again, with the separate rolling eyeballs, which I assume will be on this. We'll talk about this in a second. But I really think it looks great with the katana swords, man. I mean, as cool as it looks with the weapons, man, like it's going to be, I almost want to have him with like the namaste like hands, dude. Like that's kind of how I want Deadpool to look, even though this looks really good. And again, the suit looks really sick, man. I mean, the reds really pop here. I like the different, material here with this suit as opposed to the stuff on the chest here. I think that looks really cool. I think it looks awesome with his hair kind of overflowing there. And then like right here, I think it's like one of the better photos where you can kind of really see some of the depth with the sculpt. And yeah, I think I'm going to stand by this with the forehead. I think that is what is off with the sculpt. I still think it looks good, but I think that's what's probably off with it a little bit for me. But there's a lot to like here. You got the aging lines here. You got the 5 o'clock shadow going here. You got the aging lines on the forehead. You got the depth in the eyes there. And again, man, just Gold Gun exclusive, man. So if you're somebody that got the special edition, I mean, I don't know how you're feeling about this, but you got that, got the katana swords. You're gonna have Dogpool with this, like you're having with everything. And again, I this is how I kind of want to have them displayed if I end up picking this up. Like I like kind of the hand gestures. To me, he really didn't want to do anything violent. So he kind of. It's kind of been one of those things where I think this like really fits the character, like something like this, like saying hello or whatever. This is the one that I just think is just great, man. These namaste hands, like I really like that. And again, I'm getting Ryan Reynolds everywhere. It's just that I think the forehead is a little too big. If I'm being really picky about it, but let's check in with you guys and see what you guys have to say. Malgus says this is a quick pass for him. X-Men Supreme says, so here's the thing with Nicepool. This is a third dog pool, and all of them are in a standing sculpt. This one should be in a tucked in holding position. Yeah, and I just want to say it is now 12:02 Central Time. I totally missed, doing the countdown. That's how locked in we are on this stream right now. But Happy New Year to everybody that just celebrated the New Year, that just hit past midnight Central Time. Happy New Year to all of you. I agree with this, X-Men. I think this would be sick. I agree with this totally, man. The dog pool is the new Grogu, man. The dog pool is the new Grogu. Clinton says he thinks the head sculpt looks great. We got DeGito in the building saying what's up to X-Men. Hope you're doing well, DeGito. Thanks for being here. Malgus says, LOL, Golden Goods suck on it, exclusive version. Yeah, that's what it feels like, man. It's like, hey, sorry you got that exclusive, but here we go. DeGito says, I think the Nicepool looks really good. I'm not getting it, but it looks really good. Yeah, this is where I'm kind of at with this. Like, I just talked about, like, am I getting this or that? Like, I just talked about kind of being more selective going into 2025. This feels more of like an indulgence type of figure to me, like one that's like, if you're really all in on the Deadpool Wolverine line, like this is one you're picking up. And so I kind of defer to what X-Man was saying earlier about he could see this sitting for a while just because it does seem very specific to the movie. So again, I'm very interested to see. I would almost guarantee there's going to be another Deadpool with another Ryan Reynolds sculpt, but I could be totally wrong. Again, every time I make predictions, it's either hit or miss, obviously. So, but I'm at least glad that this is out there. I'm glad that they made this. I think it looks good. I think it looks really good, actually. And I'm on the fence on this one for real. Like I know, like, a few months ago, I probably would have said I was picking this up, but now I'm kind of having to be more specific and more strategic with what I'm ordering and what I'm picking up and adding to the collection. But this one looks amazing, man. Clinton says, looking at Google Images, the forehead is quite large. Yeah, I mean, are you saying it's his forehead in the movie's large? Like, you think this is like accurate, or are you saying that the forehead's too big in the figure? X-Men says, I wonder if the standard Deadpool neck will fit on this body. That's a great question, man. That's a great question. That'd be sick if it did. I would hope it would. Yomo says, I'm surprised they actually did Nicepool. Maybe we'll actually get Cassandra Nova as well. I think it's more likely, Yomo. I mean, that'd be cool. I would be all on board for that. But I think it's more likely we get another Deadpool. I think that when they worked with Ryan Reynolds, that whole marketing they did with Ryan Reynolds, with the fact that we're getting like three versions of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, 2 with the head sculpt. Again, it wouldn't shock me if we got another Wolverine from this. I mean, again, I don't think they're done with this line. I do think, though, that there's still 3 that they have yet to show us, which is Blade, Gambit, and Elektra. So there's 3 there. Here's a Nicepool. There's 4. So this line is getting really big, which we all anticipated. Cassandra Nova would be a welcome addition as well. So it's interesting to see how big they're going to go with this line, dude, because again, I think we were all anticipating that. But if you go based on that news they said about the licensing, I mean, you saw the Marvel stuff they're coming out with. They're already saying, and we already knew that this was going to happen, but they already said, like, hey, we're getting Captain America Brave New World figures in 2025. We're getting Thunderbolts figures in 2025. We're getting Fantastic Four first steps. So those are 3 Marvel properties this year that they're going to make figures for and have announcements for. And so this last year, there wasn't as many Marvel things to choose from. So it was a lot of 2.0 re-release, whatever. 2.0s are, not re-release, but like 2.0 stuff. And so I'm interested to see just how much deeper they're going with this Deadpool Wolverine line. I think that it's like with all the stuff they're going to be announcing from Marvel, but that's the weird thing with Hot Toys, man. Just as soon as you think they're done with a line, like 3 months later, they might announce something. So it's very sporadic. It's very interesting if we are going to get a Cassandra Nova or not. I'm guessing we won't, but I would love to be surprised. I think that'd be a really cool figure to have, especially if you're going all in on this line. Taguito says he looks like he could gently touch the 4th wall. The proposal. Nice, Taguito. Nice reference, dude. See, this is why I want the figure, man. This is why I want the figures, because it was such a highlight of the movie. Like, it was just a great character to have in the movie. It's just really funny. And yeah, man, I just think that that's like really cool. Clint Martin wants to know where the battle damage Nicepool is. Dude, this is another one they could do, man. If they really wanted to just get as much out of the sculpt as they want, man, they could do this for sure. We got C Jesus in the building saying, greetings, people. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to you as well, C Jesus. Thank you for being here, dude. And hope you're doing well, and Happy New Year. X-Men Supreme says, I would be tempted to sell off my 66 Batmobile for a Honda Odyssey. Dude, 100%. I would love to see you get this dream fulfilled, man. I really would. I just did the dumbest thing on like I just started eating ice and I was like, well, that probably doesn't sound great on the microphone. Clinton Martin says, happy actual New Year. How you figure? Same to you, Clinton, or whenever, or yeah, thank you. Because I know that you're in a different time zone. He almost said he'd probably be interested in this if it was battle damage. X-Men Supreme says, I wasn't sure about Nicepool when I first saw the movie, but yeah, this is a must for me. Dude, X-Men, I'm not going as deep in this line as you are, man. But I'm not getting. I'll put it this way, X-Men. Like for me, like, and I know you're getting as many variants as you can, but for me, like, I would rather have this as opposed to. I'd rather have Deadpool and Nicepool as opposed to Ladypool and Kidpool. Like, even though I think that those two look amazing, and if I was doing what you're doing, like building out the Deadpool core, I totally get that. But man, for me, I got to draw I'm trying to find where that line is on the Deadpool Wolverine line. Like, I'm for sure getting Deluxe Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I'm for sure going to get a Deadpool from this movie. And then after that, dude, I have to, X-23 feels like the third one. And then Nicepool feels like the fourth one I would get. But then, dude, we still haven't seen Blade, Gambit, Elektra. So again, man, it's going to be interesting, dude. So I'm going to have to put that line somewhere, dude. But yeah, dude, this Nicepool, man, I know you're a big fan of the movie. So like having Nicepool on the shelf, dude, I just think it's going to be so cool. I really do. I just think that's such a cool, like, unique to the movie figure. And I really like stuff like that. I think that that's really cool. And X-Men Supreme, like, well, there's the battle damage sculpt coming up. We need it. We can see some more. We'll kind of move to this picture, and I think this picture looks really good too, man. Again, I mean, they did a great job with the Reynolds likeness, man. They really did. Clinton says, "Yeah, the forehead looks accurate compared to Google Images." Well, there you go. Then that's why it's better to go to accurate sources like the Google Images as opposed to me. Just something like this one, it doesn't look bad at all. But in some of those pictures, I don't know. There just seems something off with that area. Maybe it's not the size of it, but just something. But yeah, man, I hear you. Tucker Carl says, I just want a Chris Evans Johnny Storm. Man, that'd be cool. I mean, my gut's telling me we're not getting this, Tucker. But then again, we could. I mean, this is how we always got to say it. We're like, well, I don't think we're getting it, but we could. Like, that's the best way to kind of ride the fence on the issue, That way I'm covered both ways. It's like, hey, if we don't get it, I said, hey, I said we might not get this. And if we do get it, I was like, hey, I said we could. I said we might. See, Jesus says, fingers crossed for the brown suit Jackman. Yeah, dude, I know a lot of people would be all in on that for sure. Wayne Timothy in the building saying, Happy New Year, Justin. Chat. Happy New Year to you as well, Wayne. Thanks for being here, man. Really appreciate it. We got 34 in the chat, everybody. If you'd hit that thumbs up button, man, I'd really, really appreciate it. Bringing in the new year with a thumbs up would mean a lot to me. X-Men says, well, right now we're expecting 11 figures from this line, including the rest of the Resistance and the battle damage Deadpool. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I'm not saying this movie's not warranted for that many figures. It absolutely is. It's just after a while, like, you would think like the cap has got to be somewhere. I mean, but then again, you never know, man. I mean, look how deep they're going with Ahsoka, and I know that's Star Wars, but I mean, I could see 15 from this line. I mean, I really could. Wayne Timothy says, can't believe we're getting a Darth Malgus. What a way to start the year. We're going to be talking about that very soon, Wayne. We're just finishing up our thoughts on Nicepool here, and honestly, I got to get to a few more pictures. But yeah, it includes a newly developed dog pool. So if you really want a newly developed dog pool, he is here. Separate rolling eyeballs. I think the right picture right here looks really good. Again, the sculpt just looks great. And here's everything you get with the piece. And got a lot of different hands, which I like. An LED light up function base, which I think is really cool. So that looks pretty cool to me. I actually like that quite a bit. Yeah, separate rolling eyeballs, got the katana swords, got the golden guns, man. So again, this is a cool piece, man. This is a cool figure. And we'll kind of just, quickly just kind of go through some of these other images, kind of see it with the base here. Again, I actually kind of like that base, to be honest with you. It looks pretty cool to me. And yeah, saying Nicepool right there. Again, with this new base, you just got to assume maybe there's going to be another one that uses this base, dude. Another variant. But yeah, dude, the body proportions look great. And again, I think this is going to be, if this is getting into your collection, man, I think this is going to be a really cool figure. You kind of see him right here. So you can kind of see the differences in the suit here. So again, you are getting some differences here. You're getting some different, the reds are a little bit brighter on this suit. I do think that this is one of those cases of like, even if you already had the Deadpool, man, like a Nicepool could be a really cool addition to have with this Deadpool. So, yeah, and we'll just check with the chat, and then we'll move over to Darth Malgus and talk about him. I know a lot of Star Wars fans in the chat are waiting for Darth Malgus, so we'll get to that very soon. Let me get caught up with the chat here. Malgus says still have 3 of the resistance to be released too. Yeah, exactly, man, exactly. Dagito wants to know if X-Men is planning on getting the whole line, resistance and all. It's a great question. That's a great question, Dagito. We got low-key collector Calvin, my guy Calvin here in the chat saying, Happy New Year, Justin and fellas. Happy New Year to you as well, Calvin. Hope you're doing well, man. Really good hearing from you, dude. Hope you're having a happy and safe New Year, man. Thank you so much for jumping in the chat and saying what's up, dude. I really appreciate it. X-Men says, I have 5 Deadpools in hand right now. Got to keep the train rolling. I love this, dude. This is what it's all about. I mean, that again, I keep using X-Men as an example because he said at the beginning of the year, when I first started talking to him in the chat and stuff, that he was all in on this line, and that was his main priority, man. He's sticking to that, even with all the distractions of all these other pieces coming out, man. This line stands, so that's really cool. Wayne saying, Malgus for Emperor, this is your night. It absolutely is, man. It absolutely is, dude. Low-key collector Calvin says, holding out for Ghostbusters. Going to pass on both of these for now. I actually canceled my Artisan Jack a few weeks ago. Damn, dude. See, this is what's wild, man. This is what is just fascinating to me, Calvin. And we talked about this on my stream on Friday of like, at least I was just, I'm just going to speak for myself, but I was kind of saying like, dude, I'm having to take a different approach this upcoming year with how I'm going to collect. Like, I'm going to have to let some like pieces that I really thought I had to have in the collection go. I'm going to have to really let some pre-orders go, man. So for Artisan Jack to be one that you had to let go, man, that just shows you the abundance of stuff we're getting. And just like we were talking about with X-Men with this line, dude, I know that every time Calvin's in the chat, he is holding out for Ghostbusters. And I'll be honest with you, Calvin, I'm in the same boat with you on this. Those are must-haves for me, and it's one I always forget when I talk about this stuff because I always forget about Blitzway doing, the different stuff. So I'm with you on this, man. I mean, that's a commitment of 4 figures, man. But those are like timeless IPs right there. Like Ghostbusters, the 4 Ghostbusters, man, that's like timeless stuff, dude. That's like movie history for me, And so yeah, I totally get this, man. But yeah, damn, dude, I hate to hear it with the Artisan Jack, man. But like you said, dude, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Especially with everything coming out. Malgus for Emperor says, is Dogpool the new Grogu? Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is, man, for sure. CG just says, yeah, man, that base is aces. I'm digging these light up bases like the flashlight. I agree. I like how they're giving us some cool, like standard, but also a little bit more than just standard bases, man. I really like that. Clint Martin says, don't forget to hit that like button, folks, or we're going to stay on Nicepool, LOL. All right, fair enough. We're going to move on anyway, Clinton, but, I know I'm losing a lot of the Star Wars guys. I didn't even put Malgus on the thumbnail. That will get fixed, guys, so I appreciate you staying with me. So let's get to Malgus. I was almost about to say let's get to Malgus for Emperor, but we're going to get to Darth Malgus. And let me pull up some of these photos here. And once we get these photos pulled up, we're going to be talking about Darth Malgus the rest of the night. I've decided, guys, if it's okay with y'all, just because I see a lot of familiar faces. So if it's okay with everyone, we're going to finish up the night talking about Malgus. We're going to save the Jack Sparrow discussion. We might talk about it a little bit, but we're going to spend a lot of time on Malgus, and then we're going to talk about the licensing and the Jack Sparrow stuff. If I don't go really in depth on that, we'll go even more in depth on that, especially the licensing stuff with like the upcoming stuff Hot Toys is going to do in 2025. We'll do that on this upcoming episode of Casual Friday. So I hope to see y'all there for that. Now, let's pull up some pictures of Star Wars Darth Malgus here from the Legends line. All right. I really want to pull up all these photos because every photo is worth looking at. Like every photo they're showing off like something new with the figure. And this is an insane release, man. This is super cool. And I'm not even going to lie, dude. I'm not even that familiar with Malgus as a character. Like the Legend stuff, like Old Republic, like all this stuff, like I said at the beginning of the stream, like I am learning about it. Like I am going to defer to the super knowledgeable Star Wars fans of this side of the universe. Like again, live action film stuff, I can talk about that all day. But this stuff, man, so if I don't know a lot about the character, I do apologize. I'm going to just talk about the figure. And then y'all can give me some of the lore in the comments, man, because I'd love to learn about the character. He looks badass. And we're going to... There he is right there, man. Darth Malgus is a part of the Legends line. Part of their video game series here. Let's check in with the chat one more time before we get into talking about Darth Malgus. Malgus says, let's get to him. Malgus for Emperor's excited, y'all. He's excited. Clint Martin says, I just want to make sure you get... I appreciate this, Clint. I for sure do, man. But hey, y'all been waiting long enough. I've been seeing it on the chat. Y'all are talking about Malgus for Emperor, man. I know y'all are hyped for this. Trust me, I get it. And I'm super hyped for you guys. And this does look amazing. We got Dirty South 009 in the building saying, hey, how you figure? Happy New Year. Hope my Artisan Jack converts. Missed out on that one. Dirty South 009, man. I really appreciate it. I could be wrong. Forgive me if I am, but I feel like this is the first time I've seen you in the chat of one of my lives, man. So if that's the case, welcome. I hope you enjoy the stream, and thank you for taking the time to comment, man. Happy New Year to you as well. I do think your Artisan Jack could convert. I do think a lot of people, since they made so many of them and since there's so many SKUs, I definitely think that this is a possibility that you will have an opportunity for it for sure. The fact that there's like 4 different SKUs on that, man, I think you're going to be able to pick up this Artisan Jack Sparrow a lot easier than some of the other Artisans that have been announced and released. So good luck to you on that one, man. And thank you again. Happy New Year to you as well. Christian's hype for Darth Malgus. Malgus for Emperor says I guess he's upset that I called him Magnus. And I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's late. X-Men says Malgus looks pretty sick. He does. He looks great. This is a great release for a lot of people. This is a great release. Striker 47 says, Happy New Year to you. I have to be honest, I'm more excited with what's coming soon this year than these 2 reveals. My wallet is safe, but I'm happy for everyone who wants it. This is how I am as well, Striker, and I'm going to start trying to do a better job next year of just being hyped, man. Like just being hyped for the figures, even though I'm going to have to pass on a lot. Like this year, I just think I was so overwhelmed with everything. It was first year. So I was like, man, I got to get everything. I got to get this, and this. I got to get displays. I got to do all this. This upcoming year is going to be definitely more strategic, man, like we've been talking about. But we're still going to be talking about all the figures, man. And that's the cool thing is we can still talk about them. We can still talk about this Darth Malgus and how incredible it looks. But this is a pass for me as well. I can go ahead and just say this now. It's not because it doesn't look amazing. I just don't have the connection with the character. So I'm very excited to be learning more about the character from a lot of people in the chat. So great comment here, Striker. Really appreciate it, man. Clint says he's so excited for Malgus. Looks like a beast. He does. Wonder if the suits, nylon, like the newer releases like Starkiller and Dark Empire Luke. I would hope so too, Clinton. I hope that's the way they go, man. This does look great. I mean, look, I'm not picking this up. I got to say no to this, but this looks phenomenal. And I do think that these type of releases that Star Wars are doing right now with the Legends line, I think are going to be highly sought after pieces down the road. I really do, man. I think that these pieces right here are ones that Star Wars fans are going to be wishing they picked up when they come out, and they're not as easy to find anymore. I definitely think that these are going to hold up their value extremely well, especially if they start changing the material on the suit as well. Toy Collector in the building saying, Happy New Year's, everyone. Excited for the Jack release. Same here, Toy Collector, and thank you for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year's to you as well. Dirty South 009 says it is. I usually catch the replays. Love the show. Dirty South 009, man, I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate you finally commenting. Really nice to meet you. Hope you're doing well. And again, truly, truly appreciate that you're watching the replays and that you decided to jump in the chat and actually comment, man. Really, really appreciate you a lot. See, Jesus says, damn you Hot Toys for making me interested in IPs. I'm not interested in. Hot damn, this figure looks incredible. It really does. See, Jesus, I'm not kidding, man. This figure truly looks incredible. This looks incredible, man. As cool as Revan looked, as cool as Starkiller looked, Dark Empire Luke looks super cool. There's something about this Malgus, man, that like, again, I'm not even that familiar with the character. I'm going to be totally real with you guys. But this looks incredible. And this is just picture one. Let's go to another picture. Look at this, dude. Look at these new bases they're doing, man. See, you saw this with the battle damaged Vader. Look at this, dude. And we're going to see some other pictures here, but this like moves around and stuff, dude. These bases right here are super cool, man. I really like what they're doing here with this. Personally, it is going to add some height to the figure, so that's the only thing that could be a negative for you if you have specific spacing in your displays. You should still be okay, but it's definitely going to add some height to an already probably tall figure, so just keep that in mind. That's the only negative, but it's still really cool. I love everybody's welcoming in Dirty South 009. Really, really appreciate you, Clinton and Malgus. Really appreciate you guys. And Dougito telling Dirty South 009, it was a while ago, but I had my Artisan Jack convert. It can happen, so fingers crossed for you. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Wayne Timothy says that we must get all Sith Lords. That's Wayne Timothy's strategy. So you know he's picking this one up. Malgus says, Justin, just watch some of the old Republic cinematic movies. I will. I'm actually going to. I'll actually do this. I will catch these. And X-Men says Revan should have gotten a cool base like this. I agree, man. I agree with that. Let's take a look through these. Again, if you see any picture that you really want to dive into, let me know. We're going to kind of go through these, same pace we went through with Nicepool. But you can kind of see how this base can kind of move and rotate, man. I think this is so cool. I think that this is the future of like how you can get really cool cinematic posing with a base if you're somebody who's not as skilled as like, you see a lot of great toy photographers who can get these cinematic looks. Maybe they use wiring, maybe they use like this, and this. But I really like how you can get some different cinematic looks, different battle poses. I just think this looks really cool, man. I just think this could be the future of what we start seeing with their bases is like, some different movement just to give you some different options. So that way you can kind of have a better display option in your display. But I mean, he just looks badass, dude. I mean, this is a badass release. Man. And it's not for me. I'm not picking this one up. But damn, dude, this looks good. I mean, this just looks really good. And this is just going to be, this is one that like, if somebody isn't familiar with the character, they see a Darth Malgus on the shelf and they see it with all your Star Wars collectibles. And I guarantee you somebody's going to be like, dude, what is this? Who is this right here? Like people are just like, not as versed in all the Star Wars. This is going to definitely stand out. This is such a cool looking character. And I like figures like that have like a story attached to it. Because you go and you check out somebody's display. You're maybe not familiar with Malgus. Maybe you've never even seen Darth Malgus before because all you've watched is like the Star Wars live action movies or something. You're just kind of like, a fan of the movies. And then that opens up like, dude, you got to start reading about Malgus. You got to start reading about Revan. You got to start reading about this, So again, man, the Star Wars lore just runs deep, man. So Malgus Emperor says, hope they put some effort into his hood. Revan's was such a letdown. That's what I've been hearing, dude. That's what I've been hearing about that Revan hood. So I agree, man. Right here it looks good, but I'm hoping it looks this good for you guys when y'all pick it up, because again, I have seen some of the Revans with people having the difficulties with the hood. So yeah, good point here. But yeah, dude, I personally love this look here, man. This lightning strike look here, dude, just looks so sick, man. I mean, this is damn, dude, this figure just has such a presence to it, man. And I know we kind of say that a lot with a lot of different stuff, but this one truly does, man. With the base, you know, Darth Malgus, man, just the mechanicalness of the. And again, keep in mind, I don't know much about the character, so I don't know what the hell this shit's made out of. Okay, but just like with how like it's almost like this. It's got like hints of Vader in there. It's got hints of Bane in the mask, you know, with like the, you know, maybe it's like a breathing apparatus thing. Again, I'm just coming from like a place of like, hey, even if you don't know anything about the character, like what there is to like about the suit. Again, wonder what this material is made out of. That's a great question somebody alluded to earlier. But there's just so much to like. There's so many different layers with this costume design. The saber hilt looks really sick. Again, just really like the hybrid of a bunch of different characters that you get with this costume design here. And again, I just keep looking at just how badass this figure looks, man. This looks really good, especially from like the chest up, dude. I just think it looks amazing. This is just cool, man. It's so cool that they're going like all in on this Legends line, dude. Giving people figures, giving Star Wars collectors figures that they've been wanting for a while, dude. I think this is really cool. And here you can kind of see them without the hood on, and this looks really cool as well, dude. Got the veins going right here, man. Look at those eyes, dude, looking sick. Here you see some different lighting. I just really like that lighting effect, dude. That looks really good. Wayne Timothy says, Malgus for Emperor, it looks like they put some extra effort into his cape and hood, so fingers crossed. Yeah, it does, Wayne. I mean, it does look really good in these photos. And Wayne thinks the suit looks more like nylon than pleather. You know, let's find out, dude. Let's find out. All right. So it says, along with a newly sculpted detachable LED lighted mask. So that's sick. So it comes with an LED lighted mask. It says Darth Malgus's armor is also finely tailored, from special LED light up gauntlets to a chest plate with a light up control panel, highlighted by a specialized body. Light up saber and an adjustable themed lighted circular figure base are also included, allowing fans to create dynamic poses for the Darth Malgus figure. It doesn't say. Unless I'm missing it, guys, I'm reading the like Facebook post. It doesn't say what. Again, maybe I'm overlooking it, but I'm reading it multiple times. I don't think it says what the material is, man. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Clint says, does his mask light up too? OMG, but they can't do that for the Iron Man. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah. This mask is LED light up. This chest piece is LED light up. The gauntlets are LED light up. So you got a lot of LED functioning here with this. I mean, damn, dude, this dude looks like a beast. We got, what do we got here? We got Cookie Head Mister in the chat saying, Ohio. Hi. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. We're just talking about the just announced Hot Toys Darth Malgus figure. And I think this is the first time I've seen the chat, man. So thank you for being here. Thank you for saying what's up. And I hope you're doing well. And Happy New Year to you. Prosty says, I don't know anything about the guy. And even for some reason, I really want it. Badass figure right here. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I'm just going to say I have to say no to this. I have to say no to this. But damn. Maybe if I learn more about the character, maybe this becomes no, I gotta say no. But I'm telling you right now, dude, this is one that, like, if you're even thinking about picking up, I would highly recommend picking these Legends figures up. You just never know with stuff like this. You just never know when they're going to make another one, if they're going to make another one. Again, look at this sculpt, man. Look at this. I mean, again, you can kind of see a little bit of, like, where you kind of see the animation here, kind of right in here looks animated, but the rest of it, man, this just looks like it could sit right in there with all your other Star Wars stuff. That's what I love about Star Wars collectibles, is that they, no matter what era of Star Wars, what timeline of Star Wars, whatever, they all fit uniform together. They all look really good together displayed. And something from a video game, something from a graphic novel, something from the live action movie, something from the Bad Batch or the Clone Wars, like all of them still look really good together, which I really like that they do a good job with that. Clint Martin is wondering how this isn't a perfect figure, and Malgus Emperor says, hey, it is. And no bias, even though my name is Malgus for Emperor, no bias there. Yeah, I agree, Clinton. He says those lighting effects look sweet too. They really do, man. They look fantastic. And Malgus says, Justin, just say yes. Do it. Do it. I mean, damn, dude. Look, man, it's cool. Look, I like how you got the options, right? But there's no way in hell I'm not displaying them like this. If I'm picking it up, and again, tell me if I'm wrong on this, you guys. Tell me, the people that are really hyped for this and they're going to pick it up, tell me if I'm wrong. But this is the way to go right here, dude. This is the way to go, in my opinion. I mean, look at this. This is the way to go, dude. LED light up mask. The hood. Because it adds that mystery. You know, I personally like that. I like the mystery. It makes me want to know more about the character when I'm seeing this. This other stuff, it looks cool. Like this looks cool, don't get me wrong. Like this looks good. And so does this. Like this looks good too. And you're going to be missing out on those veins and stuff. But you still get them here, and I just think this is the best of all the worlds, man. Like that just looks so cool. And here it is with the DX27. So if you had the DX27, this is the video game masterpiece line, or the video game, whatever they call it, video game line 70. Kind of shows you. So I'm just telling you, this Vader figure, when you have it on the other base, the base that this DX27 came with, added enough height to this to where I couldn't fit it in my Mills bow. So just so you're aware of that, like I don't know how y'all's dimensions are, but if you have this Malgus on that base that this is coming with, it's going to be even higher up. And this figure is actually a little bit taller than this DX27. So just keep that in mind. This is going to be a big guy. This is going to be a big figure. He's going to be imposing. He's going to have some presence for sure. And detailed armor with LED light up function, man. Damn, this looks good. Really does. Malgus says, do it for the family. Man, you know, if I learn more about the character, I will put it this way, dude. And everybody told me how sick Revan was, and I totally understand. I wanted to learn more about Revan as well. But this one right here just looks like, out of all the Legends ones that have been announced, this is the one that really has been like, damn, dude, this figure looks really damn good. Looks really damn good. Clint says this is going to be figure of the year for 2025 and minimum top 5. Yeah, dude, I will say, if you're a Star Wars, if you're like a big Star Wars collector, and again, I mean, technically I'm a Star Wars collector as well, but I'm saying if you're like, if this has been something you've really been waiting on, if this comes out looking like this, dude, this does look like it's going to be a great release. And yeah, man, it's so early to talk about that already, but Clinton, you've already been up your mind, man. You just know this one's going to be a beast on the shelf. Wayne Timothy says, definitely have to go with the mask and hood for this one. I hear you, man. I hear you. Clint Martin says that he, in the lore, he's 7 feet tall, bro. So Malgus is just an absolute beast of a man. And you kind of see some of the other stuff that this comes with. You got the you got the 3 display styles here. Again, man, these two are really good, but it's just, it would be impossible for me not to go with this look. I mean, this is the look, in my opinion. Separate rolling eyeballs, again, becoming just pretty soon, I don't even know if they're going to be putting this on every figure, because it'll almost be just like the standard. Like, you're just going to get separate rolling eyeballs. That's the new standard. And you can kind of see this adjustable themed figure base with LED light up function. Again, this thing's going to have a lot of height to it if you have it with the base, for sure. And just to kind of finish up what we were talking about here, here's the whole thing here. So you get the separate rolling eyeballs, the 3 display styles. You get the detailed armor with LED light up function, which I love. You get the LED lighted lightsabers powered by USB. Hopefully they can improve those more. You get a couple of different hilts. So you get the lightning effect. You get a couple of hands, and then you get that adjustable themed figure base. I would assume this is probably going to come in around the same price as most of these Legends ones have come in. And this is the release. These are releases I really like to see, man. They're putting their money and resources into the figure, into the different LED light up stuff. You don't get this huge diorama base. It's simple, it's to the point, but it's going to look great. As soon as you take it out of the box, you can put it right on the shelf, and you're going to be happy with it. I like seeing that from Hot Toys. So, let's see. We got Jeffrey in the chat. Jeffrey saying, Malgus looks like Darkseid a little bit. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, especially on some, especially here. I feel like he does as well, for sure. But that's why I would go with this look right here, man. Personally, Jeffrey. But thanks for being here, Jeffrey. Hope you're doing well, and hope Happy New Year to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Malgus says, would be dope if they made it magnetic base instead of the crotch grabber. That'd be really cool. I don't know how that would work with this movable base, but we'll see, man. I think that would look great. Yeah, I hear you on that, man. I just think that the base adds a lot of presence to it, man. It's just the height of it's going to definitely be a challenge for you, especially in your display. Again, this base is higher than the DX27 base, and I wasn't able to have Vader on the DX27 base in the Mills bow here. So, again, just kind of keep that in mind for people that are going to be picking it up. Clinton says, price guess for me is at $290. That seems about right. Yeah, Clinton and Malgus are on the same page. $290. That seems right, guys. I tend to agree with y'all on that. I think we're going to see it around that as well. And again, they didn't say what the suit was made out of. So again, I feel like if it was made out of that nylon material, we would know. And just to make sure I didn't miss anything, I'm going to actually read one more time just to check. But yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Them mention what the suit is made of. So we'll see on that. But yeah, Darth Malgus, man, looking fantastic. And we still got 33 in the chat here. Hit the thumbs up. Wouldn't mind. If you're just joining us, we have talked about Nicepool. We have talked about Darth Malgus. And Malgus for Emperor says, trick question is, wait for Sideshow or try to find a hookup in Hong Kong? With how quickly that Revan one came out, it seemed like Sideshow got that one pretty fast. Am I wrong on that? Like, as soon as the blogger photos went up, did the Revan, if you ordered it from Sideshow, were you able to get that pretty quickly? But yeah, Malgus, for you, man, I know how excited you are for this one, man. So if you're going to do, get one like batch one or day one, man, this would be the one for you, I would think. So, but yeah, dude. But yeah, so if you're just joining us, again, 35 in the chat, we've talked about Nicepool. So if you check out the replay later and you were wondering hey, what I missed, we've talked about Nicepool, the Hot Toys announcement for Nicepool. We just got done talking about Darth Malgus. And, I'm trying to think, do we have time to talk about Jack Sparrow? Should we save that for Friday? I'm thinking we save that for Friday, but I will talk about him a little bit right now. But we'll save our in-depth conversation for Friday. But let me go ahead and pull up a few pictures. We'll take a look at a few pictures of Jack Sparrow real quick, just so that way we cover all of the topics tonight. And again, we're just going to pull up a handful for Jack Sparrow here. All right, let's see. X-Men Brave says less than 3 weeks after blogger picks went up for Revan, Underground had him at my door. So there you go. That's a great insight here from X-Man. Appreciate that, X-Man. Malgus says that Revan seemed like such an anomaly with that. Yeah, we could see. I mean, again, man, is that going to be the trend going forward, or was that, like you said, an anomaly? We'll see. It seems like they're moving some of these a lot faster, man. So we'll see what happens. But all right, let's take a look at this Jack Sparrow. We're only going to talk about this for a few minutes, you guys. Again, if we want to discuss this further on the stream on Friday, I definitely will. But I definitely wanted to get this across because this was a huge release right here, the Artisan Jack Sparrow. And again, they mixed, just like with the Joker, they mixed in the sculpted with the artisan versions of these characters. So a few of these photos, it could be artisan, it could be sculpted. So just throwing that out there. We got Ghost Drone in the house saying, hey, I'm hoping he didn't say hey, I said hey. Ghost Drone says, I'm hoping my Artisan Jack Sparrow doesn't ship too soon. Expecting 3 figures to arrive within the next 2 months. Tough to keep up with these release schedules. It is, man, and that's what we've been talking about, Ghost Drone. We talked about it on a Friday stream. It's a fun problem to have because you're getting so many. It's like a lot of fun. It's like, oh man, another release, another announcement. Like, it gives us a lot of stuff to talk about, get hyped about, right? But I'm with you on this, man. Like, I'm with you on this. Like, right now, there's just so much dropping at once, a lot of invoices hitting at once, that I know a lot of people are kind of feeling this right now, dude. So totally agree with you on this, man. Hopefully you get a little bit of time here. Maybe even, I don't know if you got through Sideshow, you can maybe, switch to a payment plan if that's still available. Maybe that could help you out too. But yeah, dude, I hear you for sure, man. Thanks for being here, Ghost Drone. Hope you're doing well, and Happy New Year to you. We got Trash Panda in the house. They just tuned in. Hot Toys did it again. Wow, Trash Panda, thanks for being here. Happy New Year. Really appreciate you dropping in. We've talked about Nicepool. We've talked about Darth Malgus. So if you want, after the stream tonight, if you want to check out the replay, those are the 2 things we've talked about so far. And we're going to wrap up talking about Jack Sparrow for a few minutes. And then it's just about enjoying New Year's Day. But yeah, look, for me, my quick thoughts on this are this. Like, I think that I'm very happy with this release. Again, I just think that, like, this head sculpt, man, for me is just phenomenal. I personally think this turned out really good. I'm going through these photos because I'm trying to find. There's a picture I was trying to find here. Yeah, here's one right here, man. This just looks so good to me. I mean, they did a really good job with this smirk and head sculpt. I think they, again, I haven't really looked at all these pictures, but just the ones I've looked at, I'm very happy with the release. Or I'm very happy with the release, the final blogger photos here. And I'm actually going to see if I can pull up a few more pictures here, because I do want to see if I can find some of the sculpted photos. So again, I'm kind of going through these and I'm trying to find, I know they mixed in the sculpted photos with the artisan. And right now I'm just seeing the artisan one. So let me see if I can find a few of the sculpted, just in case you're someone who went with the sculpted version. Okay, fine. All right, I think I'm at the sculpted now. I think. Dude, just like with the Joker, man, on some of these it's hard to know, man. That's a great thing if you got the sculpted. Like, did they have like 70 pictures? So I apologize for it taking me so long, guys. There's a ton of pictures to that they posted with this one, just like with the Hot Toys Joker, the Artisan Joker. All right, Dugito coming in the clutch. Thanks for this, bro. Because I was struggling, Dugito. He says, how you figure? Look at the headscarf. If it's plastic, it's sculpted. Thank you so much, man. This is going to make it a little easier. Okay, perfect. All right. All right, perfect. All right, finally. Here we go. Okay. So let's take a look. We've seen a lot of the Artisan. Here is what the sculpted looks like. And again, I think we just looked at this and I skipped over it, but here we go. Like I said, the plastic scarf here. Again, maybe you're someone who doesn't care about the Artisan hair, but I will say this being plastic, I still think looks really good. Once you see it side by side with the Artisan, for me, it's like hard to go against the Artisan. But again, you are paying a premium for that. But dude, if I have the deluxe on pre-order, I'm super hyped for this. I think the head sculpt looks great. I think that the sculpted hair right here actually looks pretty good. They even have some of this hair dangling here, so you get some of that like real, that look of like real hair. So again, I'd be really happy with this if I picked up the sculpted. But again, with 4 different SKUs, man, I think you're going to be okay. Like, I think you're going to be able to pick the sculpted up pretty easily. And that's a good thing, because I think this is a great piece. I mean, I think that this turned out really good. You can kind of see, and again, we're just going to go through some of these here. I wanted to show this one off because this one kind of shows the hat. I think the hat turned out really good. I think this looks nice. And again, man, just with those rolling eyeballs, I just think they did a hell of a job with the Johnny Depp head sculpt here. And you kind of see some of the accessories here as well. Just, again, man, this is just a figure to me that's like, and again, it technically has come out right at the end of 2024. So do we put this in like the top figures of 2024? Is this 2025? So technically, I guess it released in 2024. So even with all the great figures we've gotten this year, man, this, again, just based on these photos, I definitely think this is just an incredible release, man. And you kind of look at this base here, man. I'm getting the Artisan with this base. I personally think, like, for me, this is just my opinion. These type of pieces is what I really would build my collection around. Like, this is what I really am kind of, we talk a lot about what's our strategy going forward with 2025. Having this on the shelf, having the T800, the T1000, those iconic characters from classic IPs, like, Calvin was in there earlier, Low-Key Collector, talking about the Ghostbusters. Again, I love Marvel, DC's going to have a hell of a year. Star Wars, so it's gonna be a lot easier said than done with like picking and choosing which pieces, man. But the thing I love about a piece like this is it's just gonna look like, just imagine this in your display. I just think it's just a great standalone piece, man. It's a great piece from a great franchise. I mean, not all the movies were great, but like, still a great franchise based on a like hugely popular Disney ride. And again, just a great performance by Johnny Depp. So again, man, this picture right here just, to me, just sums it up. Like, this is just looks amazing in my opinion. And I truly cannot wait to get this in hand and have in the collection, man. I've really been anticipating this. I was so excited when they announced it, so I'm very hyped and very excited to be picking this one up. And again, man, And look at this dude, man. Just looks so good. Head sculpt looks great. Let me see. You know, I just noticed, maybe I totally missed on this, but does this have 2 different sculpts? Like, I feel like, yeah, I guess it did, didn't it? Like, I totally forgot about that, because you see this sculpt here. You see this sculpt here, and then you got, this sculpt here. So I totally forgot about that, dude, until we were looking through this. I totally forgot that you got multiple sculpts as well. That's insane. That's so cool. Nagito says the faceplate change. Okay, yeah, exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. It just, I totally forgot about all that it comes with. I was always just thinking about, obviously, the artisan hair, the wool hair implantation, and then the deluxe base. So I forgot about another cool thing about it, man, is you get to have another cool display option here. Again, I just love this pose as well. This looks fantastic. Clinton Martin says the lantern looks like the Ahsoka lantern. It absolutely does. It definitely could be. They probably just, potentially maybe reused it and just had some different stuff. Again, as cool as this looks, like, I'm glad to have the accessory. Let's be honest, for me, it's going to be hard not to go with like an accessory. Like, I'd rather do something like this, to be honest with you, Clinton. Again, a lantern is cool, but for me, like, this is like specific to the movie, specific to the character. Like, accessories like this, or even like this. I mean, it's gonna be tough not to go with this. I mean, this is a really cool look. I love this look for the character. And that base, dude, this figure is just gonna look absolutely phenomenal on the shelf, man. I can't wait to start seeing some reviews on this. And yeah, man, here is the sculpted version here. So again, if you're getting the sculpted, man, you got to be pleased with this. Again, can you tell it's sculpted? Yeah, but it still looks great, especially with the hat on. I'd be really happy with this if I was getting the sculpted. I'm very hyped for the artisan. And, again, man, what else is there to be said? I mean, I can only speak for myself, but this is like hype level 10 out of 10 for me. This is one of my most anticipated figures of the year. I didn't even think we were going to get it till next year. This has been one of my favorite announcements this year, and I'm extremely, extremely hyped to get this, and cannot wait to have it in hand and put it in a prime display, or put it in a prime, I'm going to have it in a prime spot to really show this one off, because I'm very, very excited for it. And we'll see when we're going to get the other artisans. I think this photo right here, man, whoever did this photo, in my opinion, dude, this might be the best photo of the whole thing, just because of the lighting they were able to capture here. Almost looks like it's at sunset, man. I just think that this photo looks really sick. Let's see who else we got. Let's check in with the chat real quick. Ghost Drone telling me that they also got a smiling soul. Yeah, exactly, Ghost Drone. Thanks for looking out, man. I appreciate this. Eric Heimke says, looks like to see Hot Toys put out more Pirates of the Caribbean figures 2.0. Me too, man. I'd be interested in that as well. I really would. Yeah, X-Men, I agree, man. Let's look at it again, dude. Let's look at it again. I mean, let's look at this one even. Like, this one looks great. But yeah, dude, that shot I had up earlier. And look at this, dude. Like it just keeps getting better. Look at, I mean, dude, that is phenomenal, man. That is a phenomenal sculpt. Let me find that wheel picture again. Oh, here it is. Yeah, dude. I mean, come on. Come on, X-Man. This is just looking absolutely great. Man. Valkyrie says, I pre-ordered the sculpted hair Jack Sparrow and paid it off months ago. My wife is excited. Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. Happy that you're picking this one up, man, the sculpted version. And hopefully you enjoy it, man. So Dogito says in Hong Kong it was 2025 LOL. So this would technically have to go with best figures of 2025. So what a start to the new year, man. Kicking the 2025 collecting year off with Artisan Jack Sparrow, man. That is awesome, man. Clint says everyone's going to have to re-release their top 10 figures of 2024, more content. Yeah, man, that's the cycle, man. Hot Toys knows what they're doing, man. They're going to keep pumping stuff out because they, you know, look at what we're talking about. We're constantly talking about Hot Toys. We're constantly talking about figures. And Art just released Ron and Paul. And then Hot Toys says, all right, let's throw an Artisan out there as well. So it's just, again, man, it's a great problem to have. We got a lot to choose from, a lot of great companies making great, you know, again, I can't wait to see what Caustic Plastic does with their Maestro line. Very excited to see what potential, I have high hopes for that line, and we'll see, man. So again, there's an abundance out there to collect. And it's fun and it's exciting, but it's also it can get a little overwhelming at times, man. So yeah. But yeah, I guess this could technically go in 2025, figures of 2025. So maybe they don't have to redo it, but they already have a figure to go potentially in their top 10 of 2025. And man, what a way to kick off the year, dude, with this piece, man. What a way. Malgus says he can't wait to buy the sculpted version of Captain Jack in a few weeks for less than retail. Yeah, I could see with this many SKUs, man, I could definitely see that. Clinton wants to know if the beard braids hair are sculpted. They look sculpted to me, Clinton. I could be wrong, but they look sculpted. X-Men says, yeah, I'm gonna not bother with Caustic Plastic. Just can't do that and keep up with Hot Toys. I agree, man, but I will say, man, I know you were looking forward to that Labyrinth figure, but I totally hear you. First off, I totally understand, but I know that you're excited to at least see how that one looks. So I'm just excited to see what they come up with. That's just another company that's, I think, really hitting its stride. So we'll see what happens there. Tucker says it would be crazy if Artisan Black Widow releases this year. I think it's definitely going to. I'll be honest with you. I definitely see this happening. I definitely see us getting Artisan Black Widow in 2025. See, Jesus is excited for Caustic Conan. Yeah, man, I hear you. Eric Heinke is excited for the Crow. That's the one I'm looking forward to as well, Eric. Ghost Drone says, imagine Hot Toys gave us the pirate ship Jack sails on as a vehicle type of release. That'd be insane. Dude, that'd be so insane, bro. Even if they gave us like a part of the ship, like a little part of it, that'd be really cool. Keith says, weird that Jack got released before Anakin. First off, what's up, Keith? Hope you're doing well, man. Happy New Year. And yeah, dude, I know a lot of people are wondering where Anakin is. And here's Keith right here saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, man. Dagito said the lantern lights up. No, it does. It does. We got Mike Paws in the building, formerly known as Thrawn's office, but also formerly known as Mike Paws. And then, you know, you can read this for yourself. But what's up, Mike? Mike L in the building saying Happy New Year, you filthy animals. Mike, hope you're doing well, dude. Thanks for being here, man. And yeah, dude, Happy New Year, man. Thank you so much for being here, dude. We're talking about Jack Sparrow, man. Me and you have a great story with Jack Sparrow. I'll always remember it in my collecting journey. I call it the U-Haul plot twist. And I'll go into that. If nobody heard the story, it was just a fun story that I'll probably talk about on Friday, for Casual Friday, if you weren't familiar with how I was able to secure a pre-order for Artisan Jack Sparrow. Collection Obsession says, I got the Star Wars toys, or the SW toys, sorry. SW Toys FS046, Lord of the Caspian Sea, 6 scale figure to go with Jack Sparrow. Oh, dude, that's sick, man. I got to look that up. I don't know about this figure. Clint Martin says, ladies and gentlemen, how you figure? Thank you for the stream. Happy New Year to you all. After work at 6:45 off the bed. See you all for Casual Friday. Clinton, I'll see you there on Casual Friday, man. Thanks so much for being here, Clinton. Really, really appreciate you, dude. And Happy New Year to you as well, man. X-Men says, yeah, 6 scale Black Pearl. Yeah. Ghost Drone, man, he's wanting the 6 scale Black Pearl, but I definitely think that'd be cool if they could get like parts of the ship. Like maybe it's like a small little section of the ship that he's on or something. That would be a cool display for sure, man. Yeah, artist formerly known as Thrawn. Yep, Mike L. Hi, the U-All plot twist. I love it. Yeah, dude, what a great tale, man. What a great tale. Great story. A tale as old as time. But yeah, dude, that's again 34 in the chat. Definitely hit that thumbs up button if you wouldn't mind. But yeah, that's the Artisan Jack Sparrow. Again, If you're just now joining us, we've talked about, we're almost going on 2 hours. We're almost going on 2 hours because that's how much news we've gotten. We've talked about Nicepool. We've talked about Darth Malgus. And we've talked about Artisan Jack Sparrow. 2 announcements, 1 release. We didn't even have time to get to the licensing news that Hot Toys made for 2025, what they're going to be doing. So we'll definitely be talking about that on Friday, on Casual Friday. And just in case you haven't tuned in for Casual Friday, that was last week's thumbnail for episode 15, which is collecting Crossroads. We just kind of talked about how we're going to have to navigate 2025, collecting and all that different stuff. So if you haven't checked out an episode of Casual Friday, I have the link in the description. You can go check out some episodes there, and would love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna chill. Just talk to the chat for a little bit longer. But if you're here for the topics, those are what we talked about again. We'll talk a little bit about them again on Friday. But we're also going to be talking about some movies, some TV stuff on Friday as well. So I hope y'all are into that as also. Kind of heard me discuss it on last week's Casual Friday that some of the content going forward on the channel going to be adding some different stuff, some different formats, some different topics. Still talking about what we're talking about now, but kind of just been going back and forth on that, like what kind of content I'm going to be doing in the future. But definitely give me your thoughts if you're cool with seeing some movie related content, I guess you could say, on the channel. Let me know if that'd be something you're interested in, or if you're somebody who just wants it to be strictly 6 scale. Definitely want to hear from you guys who are always tuning into the stream, always being here for whether it be a pop-up live stream like this or for Casual Friday. I definitely want to get y'all's opinion because y'all are part of the show, man. Y'all are part of the reason we're able to the channel's growing, the stream's growing, and that's a lot for you guys. So again, I'll keep y'all updated. I'm not ever gonna just like completely switch the entire channel before I announce it or whatever. And but that's something I'm kind of going back and forth on, maybe adding some more of that to the channel for 2025. So if that's something you'll be cool with, let me know. I might even post a community tab on YouTube. So if you're subscribed, you kind of see it, you can vote on it or whatever, or maybe just let me know what you think in the chat. But I'll keep you updated. But we're looking more towards that again. We're going to start that with Casual Friday. Going to be talking about, got a couple of movie topics, TV, mainly movie. I say TV because, you never know. You might talk about like a new Star Wars show or Marvel show or something like that. But a lot of movie talk coming in, or movie chat talking. And I'm losing my train of thought, guys, because it's late. Going to be talking about some movies as well as figures on this upcoming Casual Friday, so I will definitely be making the thumbnail and putting that up hopefully on Thursday, so y'all can go ahead and hit the notification bell if you want, so you can be there for Casual Friday. And yeah, man, I'm excited. So let me know if that's something you're into. If not, no hard feelings whatsoever, but always want to kind of give y'all a heads up, so that way y'all kind of at least can kind of expect it and kind of make your decision then on okay, well, this is not the content I signed up for, so I'm out. Or maybe it's like, oh, okay, this is cool, I'm interested in this also, I'll tag along with this as well. So Mike L says, LL Malgus, I bet you're happy tonight. And Malgus said, you have no idea, sir. Was very happy Justin went live so I could nerd out with fellow collectors. Yeah, absolutely. I think I got a DM. I don't think I opened it, but I remember I got the notification from Malgus. I think he said either asked me if I was going live or he said, will you go live? And it was just perfect because I was in the process of trying to get all the pictures, and thumbnails made and everything. So Malgus was hyped, man. So awesome talking with you about this tonight, Malgus. Thanks for being here, dude. And Trash Panda said, good stuff. Thanks for the updates. Yeah, no problem, Trash Panda. Thanks for being here, man. Thank you for tuning in and saying what's up. Tucker All said, the new little TV spot for Brave New World today just makes me so hyped for Red Hulk Hot Toy. Yeah, me too, man. I don't know how that movie's going to turn out, but I think we're going to at least get 2 really good figures from it, so we'll see. And again, I'm still going to go check out the movie. Hopefully it's better than what I'm anticipating. I've just heard they've done a lot of reshoots with it, so hopefully it turns out good, man. We'll see. We got Kevin Collectibles in the chat. Kevin Collectibles, thanks for being here, dude. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. He said, I heard that Artisan Anakin will release with the announcement of Artisan Darkside Anakin. Damn, really? Half of me thinks this is okay. I'm sorry. All right, somebody said LOL, Kevin. So I for a split second, I was like, this sounds like you're, and then I put two and two together. I was like, oh, I get it. I don't know when this Artisan Anakin's coming, man. We'll see. Maybe they have some more work they have to do on it. Valkyrie says now we could stay up later. So Valkyrie's got about another hour for New Year's, man. So Valkyrie, I know you're gonna try to make it till midnight, man. So happy if I'm not on stream when your New Year gets here, man. Happy New Year to you, man. CG says, by the way, Justin, your Harry Potter looks awesome even from this distance, dude. First off, thank you, CG. Second off, I appreciate that, man. This Harry Potter figure, man, is fantastic. It really is. I'm very happy with it. One of my most anticipated of the year, and it definitely lived up to the hype, dude. So I really appreciate that, see Jesus. And if you haven't checked out my review on it, man, I actually have a review on the channel if you want to check that out as well. But I appreciate that, man. Mike says, man, not everyone could talk about movies, shows, and a variety of figures, companies, and scales like you can. They just don't have the passion or knowledge, so you should definitely incorporate it. Mike, this means more to me than you'll ever know, man. I might DM you about this because this comment really, really means a lot to me, man. I've really been struggling with making this decision on, like, I don't want to alienate people that subscribed for Hot Toys and 6 scale. But I like, the whole reason I collect is because I love movies. And I've been going back and forth on if I wanted to make a second channel or I just want to put it all on this one. And I really keep everybody that tunes in mind because, like, you know, you guys are enjoying the content. I don't want to, like, you know, put something out there that y'all aren't going to enjoy. So I want to hear y'all's opinions. But this comment means the absolute world to me, man. So I really, really, really appreciate this a lot, dude. More than you know, man. More than you know. Came at a great time too, man. He says, well, I can, of course, but I'm not as handsome. Also, not having a channel is an issue too. Hey, you have the looks, you have the knowledge, you have the skill, and doggone it, people like you. Okay. If you ever get a channel, man, I'll be subscribed immediately, dude. So I always love seeing you on the streams, dude. You're always just super supportive and a pleasure to chat with. And dude, I'm telling you, man, the second I'm not as handsome, you kidding me? You kidding me, dude? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Go ahead and do it right now, man. I think you'll be shocked to know. I mean, we were looking at Ryan Reynolds' Nicepool earlier. I don't know, man. I think you could have pulled it off. Absolutely. Tucker All says, we'll definitely talk about it on Casual Friday, but I definitely have some predictions for what Hot Toys will do with the new 2025 MCU movie license. Yeah, Tucker, bring this for Friday, man. This is definitely going to be a topic for Friday. Definitely bring this in for Friday, man, because we're going to talk about this a lot. So I love where your head's at, man. And if you wouldn't mind, dude, let's wait till Friday. And yeah, dude, bring this on Friday, man. This is going to be a good topic. Christian says, I still need to get that Artisan Anakin. Christian, I know that Anakin's your GOAT, man. I know he's your GOAT, so I know you're hyped for that, man. So I'm hoping this gets released for you soon, dude. Valkyrie says, Happy New Year, Justin. Valkyrie, Happy New Year to you as well, man. Really appreciate you. And Mike, just laughing. Hey, don't laugh because I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Look into my eyes, man. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't. Hey, don't look away. Don't look away. Hey, right here, right here. I'm telling you the truth. I wouldn't lie to you. You know what? Let's zoom in. Could do anything you set your mind to, Mike. Anything. And that includes being handsome. You're already halfway there because we all know it. The other half is you have to know it and you have to feel it. We do. Everybody in the chat agrees with me. The New Year's resolution for you is you need to see it. Appreciate you, bud. Appreciate you, man. All right. People that are just tuning in got that zoomed in. They're like, what the hell is going on? I don't understand. I thought we were going to talk about Nicepool and Deadpool, and I see you zoomed in. Is talking directly to me. What's happening? Christian says he is the GOAT. You see how I switched it, Christian? Because I was going to say, I know you think he's the GOAT, and then I switched it to, that's your GOAT, because I knew you were going to say, no, I don't think, I know. So yeah, I hear you. Malgus says +5 for the Stewart reference. Dude, yeah, thank you for getting it, man. Just a great SNL bit, man. It's great. Christian says, met Hayden in person now. I need all Anakin Hot Toys. Are you going to get every Anakin that releases, Christian? Is that character for you? Like, is that character for you in pop culture where like Anakin's like your favorite character in pop culture type of thing where you're going to pick up every figure? Rosie says, talking directly at my soul. Hey, that's why I got to do it. That's why I got to do it on this stream, man. You know how it is on my channel, dude. I like to talk directly to you. Prosty, if you show up on Friday, man, maybe, and you know, and you need that same chat, you need that zoomed in chat, man, you let me know. Mike says, I'll apply this lesson, my friend. I appreciate you, Mike, for real, man. All joking aside, truly appreciate you, man. Truly. So, thank you for being here, dude. Really hope you're having a great new year already, man. And hope you're doing well, dude. I really do. Christian says, absolutely every Anakin and Batman. Oh, I got you. Okay, perfect. Mike says, don't take this the wrong way, but you're at 650 subs. If there's a time to experiment or pivot, it's now. The people that watch you come for you and can roll with variety. Am I right, guys? I appreciate this, man. It's so crazy how things work out. I was just thinking about this. Dude. Yeah. All right. I hear you loud and clear, man. I appreciate this. And you're right. And I don't take that the wrong way. That's actually been on my mind. I was like, look, very happy for the growth we've had on the channel this year. I really love the community we're building here on the channel. Really love that the active chat, just how cool everybody is. Like, just having a great time, whether it be on Casual Friday, pop-up streams, whatever. But man, it's just how I am, dude. I love talking about other things. And again, movies especially, man, it's just been, again, I said it before, I'll say it a million times. I think a lot of us are like this. Like, it's why we collect. And I like even movies that aren't going to have figures, man. It's like I went and saw Nosferatu. I was like, damn, dude, I would love to have done a review on that. And but then I overthought it, and I was like, well, but then again, I mean, damn, if people don't want to check it out, they don't want to check it out. But again, this is this comment here, man. I know I'm kind of going on and on, but this comment's fantastic. I really appreciate this, and I agree. And I don't take that the wrong way at all, man. This is great. This is the feedback I was looking for, man. So I really appreciate this, Mike. Truly. Tucker says, also, I will say that finding your channel earlier this year has been a highlight during my year. Dude. Tucker, man, I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, man. It's been a highlight during my year, so I'm wishing you best wishes and vibes for 2025, man. Tucker, man, I truly appreciate that, dude. Thank you, bro. What a way to start the year. I mean, what do you say to this? Except thank you, man. I hope I'm saying thank you enough. For real, man. Truly means the world, dude. Tucker, always appreciate having you in the chat, man. Always love hearing your perspective. We're going to get that Winter Soldier announcement soon, man. I know it. But, man, finding your channel earlier this year has been a highlight during my year. Dude, that means so much to me, bro. I really appreciate you, man. Damn. I know I'm making it awkward because I don't know what to say, but this really, some of these comments tonight, man, have really hit me in the feels, bro. And I naturally, I kind of want to make a joke just because it helps like ease the, like, because in my mind I'm like, all right, say something. But I don't want to make. I don't even want to make like a like. I just want to truly say thank you, man. Thank you. And Mike, with your comment earlier, everybody's sweet comments, man. I really appreciate that a lot. Prost says he definitely will. I'm assuming. I think that means he's going to continue to check out the content. I appreciate that, man. Malgus says, right, Thron, I really dug the movie reviews. Malgus, I appreciate this, bro. I appreciate this so much, man. Dagito says, dude, never too late to do a review on a movie. It's opinion in your view. People do reviews on old movies all the time. There you go. There you go. I knew it was a good idea talking to you guys. Because you guys are going to give it to me straight, man. You're going to tell me your thoughts on it, man. You're not going to overthink it like I have been. So I appreciate this a lot, man. And Eric says, hey, listen, I know we're talking about all this, but I just want Jabba the Hutt. So unless we're going to talk about Jabba the Hutt, like, I don't, let's do that instead. Eric, that'd be insane. I'd love to get that, dude. That would be a character I'd have to have in the collection, I think, bro. Procy says, facts. Huge highlight. Here's to many more blessings for you and everyone in this community. Procy, I appreciate this a lot, man. And again, I say it on my Casual Friday show, and I mean it. I consider that like that's like our show, man. Because again, you guys, I spend a lot of time talking to chat. I really try to do my best. The more we grow on the show, the harder it will be to get to everyone, but I'm going to try my damnedest to always do it. And, I mean, y'all, it's our show, man, because y'all are constantly giving me great stuff to talk about. Y'all are always active in the chat. You're always discussing stuff. I can hear the passion in your computer typing. But I really appreciate this, man. This means the world to me. I appreciate y'all letting me know this, dude. I really, really do. Really, really do. Christian says, Justin, you're like a super humble dude and love the content, bro. I really appreciate it, Christian. I really do, man. I always appreciate you, man, coming into the chat, hanging out, being supportive of the channel and the content, dude. It means the world to me. It really does. Prost says, I do movie reviews only for my friends to read them, so I truly believe you should do them. I appreciate that, Prosty. We'll talk about this more on Friday. We're going to have some movie topics on Friday, man, so I'm excited to hear everybody's opinion. I'm excited now, bro. I'm excited now. Let's go, baby. Collection says at your channel you post what you want. Absolutely. Yeah, look. I appreciate this collection session. Thank you. I just also want to have you guys in mind too, because again, I like most of my content leading up to this, aside from a few movie reviews and talking about a few movies on the stream, has been primarily 1/6 scale stuff. I'll have an occasional Hasbro or, NECA review or whatever. But again, I always want to keep you guys in mind because I do respect y'all's time and appreciate y'all's time as well. Like, I don't want to just seem like again, I just hope y'all know that as well, because I always think to myself, like, you subscribe for a reason. I don't want to not hold up my end of the bargain. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate you guys. So that's why I always kind of want to get y'all's feedback as well. Prosis says he'll let me know if he needs a quick look into his soul. All right, man. All right. Who knows, man? Sometimes you need that zoomed in talk, man. We'll see, Prosty. We'll see. Christian says he wants to start a channel. Well, do it. Do it. I always encourage people, if you're thinking about starting a channel, learn from me, man. I spent a lot of years thinking about doing a channel. And I've spent, I've done ones where I've posted a few times and then I just I didn't want to do it anymore for whatever reason or whatever. And I just always encourage people to at least give it a try. You're never going to know if you like having a channel or like uploading content until you actually do it. And some people love to stream. Some people love to make videos. Some people love to do blogs. Some people love to do this or this. And I've just learned, man, as the years have gone on, if something inside of you is saying man, I really want to try that. And if it's something that's now if it's skydiving or something, do what you want. But for me, if I even have a thought hey man, I really want to skydive, I'm probably, my other part of my brain's gonna be maybe we shouldn't. maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should do something. But with a channel, there's a lot of things that are probably going to like keep you from doing it. And it kept me from doing it for years. Like I always overthought this, and this. Like you get into that critical overthinking stage when you want to do something that's important to you. But if you want to start a channel, Christian, I know there's a lot of people, man. You're always super supportive of everybody. So I know a lot of people, including myself, man, that'll be there tuning in, bro. So I encourage anybody that's thinking about doing one, man. The more people we have in the community, the more people we have on YouTube sharing their opinion, man, the better it is. It's just I always enjoy hearing people's opinions, even if I disagree or agree. It's always nice to have a plethora of opinions out there, man. So Christian, if you end up doing one, man, definitely let us know. X-Men says, I'm hoping Hot Toys don't hit me from What If. Yeah, dude, I haven't watched season 3 yet. Is it really good, X-Men? I haven't even started it, man. I totally forgot that this came out. And X-Men doesn't want to have to say no to it. Damn, dude, I'm so glad you reminded me of this, X-Men. I forgot about What If coming out. Prosty says, but of course, I'll always support the content, bro. I appreciate that, Prosty. Truly, man. I really, really do. And I hope that it's good as well. Like, I appreciate you guys supporting it, but I'm also hoping that y'all are getting something out of it as well. Like, it brings y'all some type of value as well. So I'm hoping that, again, I'm holding up my end of the bargain and giving y'all content worth your time. Because I also appreciate that there's so many great channels. There's so many great people making great content. And I truly, truly, truly don't ever for a second take for granted the time that just spending, like, checking out one of my videos or one of my streams. I truly, truly, like, respect y'all's time. And I hope that I can continue in 2025 to bring you that value to where you still look forward to it. You're still excited about it. Because again, with 2025, man, there's so many distractions. There's so many things we could watch. There's just a plethora of content. So the fact that y'all are spending any time at all on my channel, on my stream, means the world, man. So I appreciate it, Prosty. Damn, Malgus and X-Men talking about What If, dude. Y'all got me hyped. I gotta watch season 3. Curtis Booth in the building. Curtis, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. Curtis said, I just started buying the equipment to start my own channel. Curtis, I love to hear this, man. I love to hear this. And I'm excited for you, man. Let me know when this channel launches, man. Let me know if you need any. Again, don't ask me probably because there's other people that have been doing it longer. But, if you have any questions about starting it up or like, I don't know. I'm just kind of saying, like, let me know if you need any help or anything like that. And I'm excited, man. Let me know when this launches, dude, and I'll definitely check out the content, dude. And I know a lot of people in the chat will as well, dude. So this is exciting, bro. Thank you for being here also, Curtis, and Happy New Year. Damn, this is exciting, bro. Curtis Booth coming in with a channel, bro. This is going to be sick. Hell yeah. Curtis Booth saying, bought a new iPad yesterday for editing. Let's go, Curtis. Okay, man. Hell yeah, dude. This is exciting, man. This is exciting. I love hearing this, man. Mike says, somebody stopped me from buying the Flash Batman and Cycle that I hated a year ago, but now... Dude, this happens to me all the time. I almost messaged a few people and said, please, for the love of God, tell me not to buy... Like, there's like 3 figures that I have on my list. The only reason I'm not mentioning them is because I don't want anybody else to get them right now. It's Marvel. And I've had to tell myself, like, dude, this sounds good. This sounds like a good idea right now. But wait, because that figure will still be there. You're about to get hit with an Artisan Jack Sparrow invoice. You're about to get hit with a Batman with Armory. Who knows, man? Maybe I have to let a few of these go. I don't know. Jack Sparrow's not going nowhere. But if you want me to stop you, I will. Don't get this. Don't get this unless you want to. There you go. It's the best I can do. It's the best I can do. Kevin Collectible says, I discovered your channel during the Halloween candy discussion and had to describe. That was a fun stream. Hell yeah, Kevin. I appreciate this, man. That was a fun stream, dude. We all had a blast on that one. That was a lot of fun, man. We got to do some more of that going forward. That was a blast. Kevin, really appreciate you, dude. This makes me happy because that has nothing to do with 6 scale. That's Halloween candy. The universal language for all of us, dude. Just candy. And but I appreciate this, Kevin. I'm super happy to have you as a subscriber, man. So thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here chatting with us tonight, dude. Happy New Year to you, man. And I really appreciate this a lot. Prost says, to tell you more, in my time zone, your streams are always at 1 a.m. plus. Currently, it's 3:27 a.m. here, and I just can't walk away, bro. That means it's great content indeed. Damn, let's go, baby. Come on, man. Let's go, Prosty. I appreciate this, dude. I've actually thought about starting Casual Fridays a little earlier. The reason I start them so late is because sometimes I do things on Friday night, like I'll go to dinner or something, or maybe I work late or something, It just really depends. So I don't want to promise that it's going to be at like 6:30 or 7 or 7:30 and not be able to make it. But I've actually thought about making it a little bit earlier. Maybe like 8:30 p.m. as opposed to 9:30 p.m. to 10. Sometimes we've gone live at 11:30. It really just depends. I aim for 9:30 every Friday, but I've actually thought about maybe moving that up a little bit. So I'll keep y'all updated. Just to give people a little bit more time to that way we can go a little bit longer as well, because sometimes, man, those streams that get like the Halloween candy episode, like 4-hour stream, so we were on here till like 2 a.m., which is fine with me, but like that way other people that might not be able to catch it live get an opportunity to, if they would like. Eric says, looking to start a channel this year, man. Hey, Eric, go for it, man. Go for it. Just see if you like it. And if you don't like it, cool, man. But at least, if you want to start a channel, man, like I was telling Christian, man, if y'all are feeling like y'all want to start a channel, man, it's, again, I always just say if something's on your heart, something's on your mind, and you're something inside of you saying like, man, I really want to start this channel, I say go for it. Just upload one video, see if you like it. Maybe after a while, you get on a stream with somebody and you get on one of these live streams and you enjoy talking to, again, man, it's, everybody's been super welcoming of me, man. So I know that would be the same for you, Eric. You've been super supportive, dude. So again, if you get a channel, dude, definitely let me know. Malgus says, might just buy it. Trash Panda says that bat cycle looks good. Dugito says, I'm getting that Batman. The bike looks good, but they're going to drop so much cool shit coming up. Save them pennies. So you got both sides of it, Mike. You got to decide, man. X-Men Supreme says, so 0 bar taste test win. I'm going to tell you what, X-Man, and I don't say this lightly. You're always so supportive of my streams, man. The fact that I haven't done a taste test on this yet, man, is it's not cool. So one of my resolutions early in 2025, dude, I will do, even if it's a quick like post on Instagram or something, I will taste a 0 bar and I will post my thoughts about it. I promise. I won't back out. I won't back out this time, X-Man. I've committed to this now. Mike L says, people subscribe because you talked about candy. LOL, I think you officially have your answer. I do, man. And Mike, I appreciate it, bro. And if you can't see me, dude, I'm holding my heart, or yeah, somewhere in here is a heart. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Curtis Boo says, this week's been rough on the wallet. On top of the iPad, I bought a Yoda, Two-Face 2.0, Gideon 2.0, Bane 2.0, and paid off my Sidious, Joker, and Jack Sparrow final payment. Yes, that sounds tough, Curtis. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That sounds really tough. I'm in the same boat. I got to a point with my stream last week where I just had to tell myself, like, we gotta change up how we're doing this. I have to let the FOMO part of this hobby go. I have to say goodbye to it. Because let's be honest, man, even if it does get more expensive down the line, if it's something you really want, you're probably going to find a way to get it in your collection. And more often than not, a lot of these pieces that are coming out right now that I really feel like I gotta have day one, I've decided like, dude, let's just play the long game on some of them and see what happens. So again, Curtis, I feel you on this, dude. This happened to me this year as well. It's happening right now where like I'm getting hit with like a bunch of invoices at once, and it just sucks, man. But the good thing about it is hopefully, like, I would say normally you're going to get a break in the beginning of the year, man. But damn, dude, at the rate at which these things are releasing and they're releasing quicker, man, I don't know. But I feel for you on this, Curtis, because I'm going through kind of a similar thing where I've gotten a few invoices, or I'm expecting a few invoices to hit pretty soon. Tucker says, I did end up getting that in-game 2012 cap in Mark 7. I don't regret either. Come on, Hot Toys. We need the rest of the team in the 2012 suits desperately. This is what, and again, Tucker, I know you've been here, so you know what I'm going to say, but 2012 Avengers is like a priority for me, so I'm really holding off buying other versions of specific characters to fulfill that. And so even though I am getting the Artisan Black Widow, I mean, I am doing that stuff. But yeah, dude, I'm just holding out that they're going to eventually do this. Yeah, and Mike's saying go for it, Eric. Yeah, I agree, man. If y'all are thinking about it, definitely give it. Just give it a try, man. See if you enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, man, you're going to be glad you did. Malgus says, Bane 2.0 has been my rare exception for what I collect, but he was so good in the movie. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing, is like there's always that character or two that makes you want to, you know, if you're a Star Wars guy, there's like that one character over here, maybe it's Batman or something, and vice versa. So there's always those type of characters. We got Dagito coming in with the $5 super chat. Dagito, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the super chat a lot, dude. I really do. Coming in with the $5 super chat says, you know, I first saw you on Figures Plus Fandom streams. And if you don't know what Figures Plus Fandom is, it's the artist formerly known as Evil Sneaker. So definitely check out Figures of Fandom if y'all haven't. I'm sure a lot of you already have. Glad you've started your own channel. I only follow positive vibes. Keep going. Do your thing. Dagito, man, I truly, truly appreciate this, man. It means the world to me. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And speaking of Figures of Fandom, man, yeah, just, you know, like I said, Steve was so gracious to me early on, man, just like reaching out, seeing if I wanted to be on. I think the show that I first was on, he did like it's like called the Collector Tour show or something. It was like kind of an interview show. And then again, I've been fortunate enough, man, to where, you know, he's had me on a lot on you know, what's now Sunday Showcase, but it was Sneak Peek. And yeah, dude, again, shout out to Steve, man, because Steve super gracious to me, man. He does a lot of great stuff, man. He does a great job over there with his just the way he does stuff with the community in his chat and his I'm trying to think of the word channel members. It's fantastic, dude. He really does a great job with that, man. He's got a lot of great stuff going on his channel as well, dude. So glad you were able to find me on there, man. And glad you are a subscriber, man. And thank you for the $5 super chat, Dagito. Really, really appreciate you, man. Really do. Man, you know what's crazy? As we're sitting here, we got 35 in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button if you wouldn't mind. If you don't, no big deal. But if you don't mind, that'd be great. We're at 1:36 a.m., guys. I think I gotta sign off. And what's crazy is like I could probably go for another hour. I mean, that's the thing. I got a lot to do tomorrow, and I know that's something people say. You know, it's like that's what you say when like you're trying to get out of a party early. You're like, you know, I got so much to do. You know, we're gonna go to Home Depot. It's gonna be a long day. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time. But in this case, and again, it's not a whole lot, but I'm gonna watch a lot of college football tomorrow. I'm gonna spend some gift card money that I got for Christmas. And I'm going to really bring in the new year on a high level. And we already have, man. We've already brought the new year in on optimal levels. And I got some big plans for 2025. And, you know, I'm excited for the channel. I'm excited for just a new year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I see comments like this, and it's like, hey, should I keep? Should I go? Should we just go? Should we just keep going for the family? Fam. Lee. You might be right. Did everybody have a good New Year's, man? Did anybody go out tonight? Did anybody go out and do anything tonight? Or was it just a chill night? You see what I'm doing. Hanging out with you cool cats, man. But even before then, I mean, I was literally just watching. I watched the Penn State Boise State game, and then been playing some Marvel Rivals, which is a great game, by the way, if you haven't played that. But yeah, just took it easy tonight, man. I don't really do a whole lot of New Year's. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big New Year's Eve guy. Like I don't have anything against it. I just don't go out on New Year's Eve. It's usually a pretty chill night. If anything, I'll have some friends come over, maybe hang out with the family, play some board games or something. But yeah, I mean, I went out in years past, but now it's just not something I do too often. But Eric Heineken said, I stayed home. Great stream. Need to head out. Yeah, I hear you, Eric. I'm feeling the same way, man. I wanted to stay on a little bit longer because when I get comments like this, Eric, for the family, it's hard to just say, all right, well, see you. So, but yeah, guys, I'm feeling a little tired myself. Let's see. We got some good comments coming in. Let me check these first. Tucker says, I got to sign off too, but Happy New Year, everyone. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Again, Justin, you're killing it and keep doing the great work you did in 2024. Family. Tucker, appreciate it, man. I'll do my very best, man. Thank you so much for the support, man. I really appreciate you, Tucker. And Prosta says, I had a chill night at home, watch some YouTube videos and play a little Fortnite. Hell yeah, Prosta. That's a hell of a New Year's Eve, in my opinion. Malgus says, I had my dog lay on me thanks to these lovely people launching fireworks. That's the one thing, man. You got to, that's the one thing with fireworks, man, is that sadly it definitely scares the animals, man. I hate that. But all right, you guys, we still got 34 in the chat. Definitely check out the replay. Check out last week's Casual Friday if you want. We're going to be live for Casual Friday this upcoming Friday, so I hope to see you there. And Mike says, celebrated my son's second birthday tonight. Happy birthday to your son, man. That's awesome, dude. And taking him to medieval times tomorrow. The kid loves knights and stuff. Gonna shit his pants more than usual. Hell yeah, dude. Mike, have you seen The Cable Guy with Jim Carrey and Matthew Broderick? Incredible medieval times scene in that movie, bro. But this is awesome, man. Happy birthday to your son, man. I hope you'll have a great time tomorrow at medieval times, man. That is awesome. Valkyrie says, I'm older, so I don't go out anymore for New Year's Eve. I hear you, man. I hear you. 100% I hear you. Ash Chase in the building saying, Nicepool LFG. Let's go. Collection says, so what time on Friday? We're going to stick to 9:30 Central, but if we go earlier, I'll let you know. If we go earlier than 9:30, I will for sure let y'all know, I promise. Mike says, yeah, I cannot think of that scene. I love that scene so much, man. I love it, dude. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday. Again, if we get some other news or something between now and then, I'll do another pop-up stream. But we'll definitely be going live on Casual Friday. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. And yeah, man, let's have a great 2025, man. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you have a great start to the year, man. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for the positive vibes, the great comments. Really appreciate all of you, man, more than you know. So I really, really appreciate it, man. What a great way to bring in the new year, surrounded by great company and surrounded by family. So I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see y'all all on Friday for Casual Friday. And Happy New Year. And as always, man, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.